2, 3.
You're tuned in to the Red Zone Blitz.
Here we go.
The home for all things NFL and college football.
Ready?
What is happening, people? What's going on?
Still not over that fucking worst choke of all time.
That right
That's
there.
not the worst.
In college,
Falcons is
no,
the
in
worst.
college basketball.
It's the worst right now.
Fuck.
Yeah. Well,
So we now have
Everybody loves those buzzer beaters. Man.
we now have the greatest shot in history, and now we're the poster for the second greatest shot in history. And we almost, because it was a 2010, that shot from Butler almost went into half court. That was backboard, rim, and out. Like that could have been a different story too. So fuck.
That's why I love NCAA buzzer beaters.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. It's the
I mean-
madness.
I mean, it's March Madness for a fucking reason, but
you do cheer for the chaos. You have mentioned that before. You
you
love
cheer for the chaos, but not that chaos.
You do love yourself some chaos. That voice of a dejected Duke fan is Brandon.
What's up? What's up?
I'm your host, G. I'm joined by Matthew.
Hey, what's up, everybody?
Got KK in the cut.
What's up?
Fellas, we are almost at the draft.
So close, man.
We
so
are-
close.
According to our friends at the NFL, we're 23 days, 10 hours, 48 minutes, and 24 seconds.
But hey, who's counting?
I know. Well, hello. Hello, how are you? We can't wait to get out to Pittsburgh. If you are from the Pittsburgh
yeah.
area, you have recommendations for us. You guys need us to go and sign your baby's head, Brandon to kiss a baby. You know what? Like, let us know. Matthew to, sleep with your wife, whatever. The boys are coming. KK the Love Machine will be there to answer all inquiries. We'll be there. We are just joking. Please do not send us offers for Matthew to sleep with your wife. That would be
Mike McCarthy.
that would be guys. We cannot go
Aaron
into the
Rodgers
in my mind.
we cannot go into the Man
man.
City where
Sure,
the
we can.
where the parade is gonna happen. Wait for me to finish. Of course we can go into the fucking city. We can't go into the Man City. The head coach for the Pittsburgh Steelers and say,
And bang his
there's
wife.
the cuck chair, and have you met Matthew? It's just
I feel like Mike McCarthy probably would be a cock, though. Let's be honest.
come on, man. That's your football team's head coach you're speaking about, man. See, you can't say you got to cheer.
That's funny, man.
He holds the keys to all your success.
That is so sad.
He is. You could call him a cuck. You can call him whatever you want, but he is the guy who's going to be drawing up the plays for Aaron. No, Ty Simpson. No, maybe it's Mason Rudolph.
Who knows?
Who knows he's going to be drawing the plays for? But he's the
Did
guy.
you see that interview with Pat McAfee that he had?
No, I choose not to consume Mike McCarthy content when I don't need to.
I think he's full of shit. He's saying that he's like talked to Aaron Rodgers and, we're in communications, we're working out some sort of deal. Like you look at his face, he's like, you can't look at Pat McAfee in the eye and tell him.
Mike McCarthy.
Because I don't think he's telling the truth.
Mike McCarthy is notoriously known for lying when it comes to these kind of press conferences. He's the same guy who said he watched a whole off season
The entire
season he was fired or was unemployed. He spent watching about the new NFL and the analytics and blah, 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 blah. And he rolled out the gate and then he admitted to lying about that.
And people
Well,
believe him,
sometimes, in an interview, you just say some things.
And I'm just like, dear God, like, come on, man. Yeah, but you know what? Maybe he is talking to Aaron Rodgers every day. Maybe
Why
he's
isn't he fucking signed yet?
Yeah, that's why I doubt it.
According to
think he
our
has.
timeline, he's got 2 fucking days.
Well, I just don't know what he's waiting for. Like, I still
that's
don't
what I mean,
I
like,
still don't
It's
understand.
been 2 weeks. What's changed?
Like,
And what's going to change the next week or 2 weeks?
What's different today than it was February 7th?
That's what I mean.
Yeah, I guess the Super Bowl, sure, whatever. But like, you could have easily made up your mind about where you're going. I think
Well, they
he's
did
just
so much shit in free agency, too.
yes,
They got Pittman and Dowdle. Like,
yes, they are. They added weapons on the offensive side of the ball.
That's all I said. But last, like, what else do you fucking need, man? Like, they've gone out and got you more weapons. Like,
you know what the other thing I think is a problem, but no one talks about it, is I think he actually doesn't really get along with Mike McCarthy. Because there was a bit of a feud going on between the two of them back in Green Bay.
I don't think Aaron Rodgers. Do you see how much respect you have for Mike McCarthy? Like you see how you called him like a cuck and like how we joke about sleeping with his wife? Do you see how much respect
like his wife
there is?
probably doesn't have respect for him.
See, there you go again.
There you go.
Not being respectful for Mike McCarthy. But okay, now put yourself in the shoes of a guy making $40 million a year, carrying this guy to a Super Bowl, knowing very well in your brain that I did all the work in the group project. This guy gets
That's
it.
what I mean.
Like even getting his name on the paper should not even be a thing. Obviously, there's going to be a feud there. The reason why Aaron Rodgers came to Pittsburgh and a reason why it works and a reason why the Steelers way works or worked, I guess, for so many years is Mike Tomlin. There was a command of respect. Bill Belichick. When the respect for Bill Belichick dwindled in the NFL, that's when the end became near for him. That's when they're like, all right, this guy doesn't have it in the locker room. We got to move forward. We got to move on from him. Why did Jimmy Johnson, why was he so successful? Was he commanded respect from his team? Now, not saying Mike McCarthy can't get there, but I think the same thing you see, KK just offered his wife up for fucking like free sale. Like me and Brandon have already talked to Lentz about how much we hate him. This was supposed to be a joke when we first brought up the idea of him becoming the Steelers coach. This was all fun and games joke, but
now it's a nightmare.
We willed the shit out of that one though.
But the fact of the matter is like the respect thing has to be there. And like I saw with my two eyes, the respect day by day leave in the Cowboys locker room. It started high. They were smashing watermelons. And then all of a sudden it just went lower and lower and lower to the point where he had Ezekiel Elliott catching passes from the center in a regular season game. And that's like, Zeke was wearing 15.
Yeah. What the fuck?
Like, there's so many things wrong with that whole thing. But my point being is like, yeah, I think like you're spot on probably with the fact that there was a feud. Why wouldn't there be a feud? Have you met Mike McCarthy? But anyways, Mike, we're really excited to come to your city. If you want to hop on the Red Zone Blitz, would be happy to have you record a little sound bite for us.
Let's talk some shit.
I would be happy. I would pretend like I never said anything bad.
What would we say?
I just
I don't know what you're talking
won
about.
a Super Bowl winning head coach. This is all I
I don't know what
said.
you're talking about.
I would like put him through like one of those people like that doesn't know who to vote for politically. I would put him through questions like, what are you going to do for this team? What's your plan? What's the plan moving forward?
I think respectfully he would sit on you.
I think he doesn't have a plan.
I think he would sit on you.
He's just going to tell you a bunch of bullshit again.
Exactly. That's the thing. That's why I think
He's just
he went
gonna
on the
read you
Pat
the
McAfee
fucking
show.
Waffle House menu.
That's why I think he went on the Pat McAfee show and he was spitting bullshit.
Yeah,
I
well,
think
get
he was
used to it.
lying.
Get used to it.
Maybe
That's-
you got to ask him those questions when you're at the Waffle House with him.
Oh, Waffle House, hit us up. We'd love to organize a lunch.
That's going to be a drunk 2 a.m.
No, the only way. No,
He'll answer your question.
That's the only way to go to Waffle
I
House
know,
is
it
drunk at
okay,
2
really
a.m.
is.
How
But
bad?
the only time that Mike McCarthy goes is actually when you're supposed to go.
Okay, how bad do you want to meet
breakfast.
Mike McCarthy? Because I have a plan on how we can get you there.
What's your plan?
Okay, my plan is.
I mean, there's there's so many other Pittsburgh Steeler players, whatever coaches that I'd rather. He's like bottom of the barrel.
Okay, but I feel like this would be the most engaging for our audience. So
Yeah.
he's the top of our barrel.
All right.
Okay. I want to preface this by saying, if you have a child or a loved one that is going through some serious medical issues, okay, yep, crack your
We
beer.
crack.
Yep, all right. This podcast is off to a fucking great start. If you or a loved one is suffering from a medical, thing, this is not a way for us to poke fun at that. This is purely our way to get Matthew out of Waffle House with Mike McCarthy. So what we would do is we would pose you as a very terminally ill individual. You only have 3 months to live. And then what we would say is Matthew loves Waffle House. It's his favorite place in the whole world. And as a lifelong Steelers fan, he would love to have lunch. No, breakfast. No, lunch. Lunch, breakfast? What should we do? Breakfast or lunch?
Breakfast for
lunch,
lunch.
and dinner.
Breakfast for lunch.
Breakfast for lunch.
Brunch.
He would love to have
Brunch.
breakfast for dinner.
Breakfast for dinner is fucking underrated as
I'm
fuck.
actually more of a pancake guy though. I like pancakes more than waffles. But
Shut up.
We
You're
won't tell the
terminally
people
ill.
at
You don't
Waffle
know.
House.
You don't know what you know right now.
Waffle Bot's gonna come get you.
Yeah.
Waffle Bot's gonna come and kill you in your sleep. Just so you know.
He doesn't mean it. He doesn't mean it. So anyways, back to our little hypothetical here. You are terminally ill and
Okay.
you're a massive Waffle House fan, and the only thing you've ever wanted in your life was to have a breakfast for dinner with the Steelers head coach,
Man, that's
and
such
your
a sad,
favorite person, your
dream.
favorite coach of all time has been Mike McCarthy because of his love for Waffle House. So what we do is we pin you as like this Waffle House ambassador, and we get the Waffle House CEO, who I will search up right now so we can make
probably doesn't eat his product like the McDonald's guy.
we can direct this to him or her. Walt Emmer. Okay, never mind. He died in 2024. Who the hell is the CEO of Waffle House?
Mike McCarthy.
Okay. Apparently, one of the co-founders of the Waffle House was a counterintelligence office that worked with the Manhattan Project and was later inducted into the Georgia Hall of Fame.
Okay.
Yes. What that has to do with the fact that we don't know who the CEO is in 2026. Joe Rodgers. Okay. Joe Rodgers the third. Joe Rodgers the third. We've locked it down. So Joe Rodgers the third would be there to present you your prize. Did you know that the Waffle House CEO in 2024, Joe Rodgers, after years of planning, raised the base salary of its workers to $3 an hour?
Wow.
Yes.
$2-3 an hour, or bumped up $3 an hour?
No, $2-3 an hour. Yes.
That's
Yes. The Waffle House time. But yeah, so that would be kind of our plan there. What are your thoughts? Would you be on board with this?
come on,
I mean,
fucking make a wish.
Yeah, get off your
Make it
phone and
real.
stop
Great.
trying to search up the Waffle House menu.
I'm searching Mike McCarthy Waffle House because I want to see what pops up. The first thing is Peter Griffin dressed as Cowboys. You know, and
Well,
then
it's
Mike McCarthy.
they've got him holding a
menu.
Denny's
Yeah.
menu. They've got him.
Yeah.
Breaking news: Mike McCarthy has signed a 3-year deal to join the Pittsburgh Waffle House as a headline cook, telling sources he's looking forward to making the transition from the gridiron to the griddle. Okay, so are you for this? Are you?
Yeah, and I think you are too because you have 28 Eggo waffles sitting behind you right now. Did you know that?
Hey, no,
You're a big waffle guy yourself.
There's
so
no
I
free
think-
ads. There's no free ads. No, there's actually those are the waffle crackers here. Since we've given them a free
Oh.
ad, let's do
Those are actual crackers.
yeah, let's do a taste test.
Oh, why not?
Here, since you already gave the folks at Eggo because they need our support.
Yeah,
well, they're like mini fucking.
oh,
There you go.
right on.
There's
Look
our
at
little.
that.
There's our little segment.
biscuits, Eggo
Yeah, little
biscuits, graham
biscuits, I don't
crackers.
know.
Yeah, there's our
See,
little.
and
segment.
Mike McCarthy would love these.
Okay,
man.
go in,
He
you
would-
little Waffle House
He would
champion.
love these.
Get in there.
man.
Are these Winston Streets?
No, they're not by Dog Streets. I bought these from Costco. I was supposed to return them, but I forgot. They didn't taste very good.
No, they're kind of bland.
This is also making
They're
for
like
terrible
animal-
fucking
They're like animal
audio.
crackers.
Wow, real ASMR here. Yeah, this
They
is,
have like no flavor. What the?
there's no maple syrup on them. That's what I found.
Well, then what the fuck is the point of them?
I don't know. That's why I had to return them.
This is not great at all.
It's like fucking cardboard.
It's like one-sided waffle.
And all that promotion we gave to Eggo is now gone down the drain. It's like
Yeah.
yeah, it tastes like fucking cardboard.
KK has not spoken. I'm a little concerned.
Not bad.
No wonder KK wasn't talking. I was like, why
we
hasn't
go.
KK said anything yet?
Got a new Make-A-Wish right here. KK will be the Make-A-Wish.
KK will be
They'd
no.
be good. They'd be good with a bowl of ice cream.
Oh,
Oh yeah, I can see that.
It'd be good if they came with some fucking maple
Oh
syrup.
man,
No,
they're
that's
really
too much
bland.
No.
I don't know how we're going to segue back to the topic on hand here, but we're going to do it. We're going to do it. In preparation for the NFL draft, we will be doing a mock draft. We might be doing a mock draft every single episode until the NFL draft because that is just the type of world we live in. There's mocks on mocks on mocks.
I mean, we're gonna make our own mock draft.
We might be making our own mock draft. We might be sharing that on the various channels out there. Let's dive into it. So Matt Miller recently did a 7-round mock draft on ESPN. We will not go into all 7 rounds. That might be a little diabolical. But we'll go through the first round pick by pick with a little bit of highlights from the later rounds. All right, pick number 1. So I'm not going to waste any time. Fernando Mendoza. So Mendoza has been the clear number 1 since the, I guess, when was the point you think he ran away with it? Week 2? Week 3? Like, it hasn't really been close.
Oh. I think when he made that throw.
Oh,
the
yeah,
back
that
of the
sideline.
end zone.
The end zone and
Yeah.
the sideline pass like 2 plays before that.
Yeah, that was against Penn State, right?
Yes, I
Yeah.
believe so.
I think that's when he really ran away with, like, started to rev up.
Yeah, so he would be the first Indiana quarterback to go number 1. He famously turned down NIL offers to stay at Indiana for his senior year to go into the draft. He is ranked. I also want to give a shout out to Sumer Sports. They provided their draft guide to us. Absolutely love you guys, what you guys are doing out in Sumer Sports. Heavily analytics based company. So check them out. SUMER Sports. Thank you for the collaboration. We love the content that you guys put out. It's heavily used in my prep. Mendoza, he's ranked number 1 in post-snap processing speed. He gets the ball out in an average of 2.38 seconds. That's probably one of the reasons why he cut his sacks down from 41 to 25 in 1 year. Do you think that's the best sign of growth that you look for in a quarterback, is their ability to make those tweaks to their game where they are, there's part of their game that's obviously for a quarterback, if you're getting hit, some of it is on your offensive line, but some of it can also be attributed to how long you take to make those decisions. Is that something you guys think is positive growth? And as Raiders fans, that should be something that you look at and are like, oh, that's a great green flag. Good on him for improving that. Or do you think Indiana just got a better offensive line the next year, and if he struggles, it's going to be because he doesn't have a great offensive line in front of him?
I mean, you love seeing less sacks, but
He did switch schools.
that's the other thing too, is he was at Indiana on a championship caliber team, and before that he was at Cal.
Yeah.
It's quite the difference in schools.
So it's like,
Better
It was a good
O-line,
offensive line, yeah.
so if you're the Raiders right
better
now,
system.
you gotta, you Raiders fans, hey, cheering for you with this guy. But, and all things point to him being number 1. But that was something that I found when studying him, is like, okay, you talk about cutting those sacks down. You talk about, processing time being much quicker. And I like the fact that his processing speed is at 2.38 seconds. He ranks the best, because that shows me improvement on his end to get the ball out regardless of who's in front of him. Because if he was taking a long time getting the ball out, and that's typically what Alabama quarterbacks used to be known for, is like how long they used to take to get the ball out because they had such a great offensive line. I would have been a little bit more concerned.
But I mean, that's why they went out and got Linderbaum, right? So there's your all-pro center.
Yep.
Their left tackle, Colton Miller, he's good. So I mean, right there, they still need help on the offensive line, but they've at least made that one move and improved it. So
I mean, the other great thing about Mendoza is he's such a smart quarterback too.
Yeah.
Like, I read somewhere that he's already reading Clint Kubiak's playbook right now. So he's
also a gritty
knows.
quarterback.
Yeah,
Like
he's
how he
gritty.
fights.
He's tough, yeah.
well, that's, I mean, like when I was saying, because you saw the hits he took in that championship game, he needs to take a fucking lick, just take a big fucking hit and just pop right up. I don't care if it hurts you. I don't care if it knocks the wind out of you and you can't breathe. You just need to take a hit and just bounce right up.
You know what the wildest stat about him, like when I was doing my research about Mendoza, was? He hasn't lost a fumble in 2 years. That's insane.
That's insane.
That's
Yeah, that's
insane.
great.
Like, he has not lost. Like, that's
How many times has he fumbled?
I don't know if that's that high. Fumbles.
I mean, with quarterbacks, you usually look at
That's
like
the thing,
picks.
though. Even if he fumbles, he's still an aggressive quarterback.
He's had 15.
Like, he's not a mobile
Yeah, he
quarterback,
doesn't run much.
but he will run
Yeah.
and he will take that fucking hit. Like, he doesn't shy away from it.
Yeah, like he fumbled 8 times in his first year at Cal, and he lost 5 of them. Second year, he fumbled 3 times. He lost none of them. And then he fumbled 4 times last year in Indiana. And then he lost 0 of them. So you see the gradual improvement. That first year at Cal, I don't know if you looked at his stats and were like, wow, this guy's going to be number 1, because he had a rough time. He had 9 games played, 14 touchdowns, 10 interceptions. It was a tough time for him there. But like, you saw the improvement, like 16-6 the year after. So 16 touchdowns, 6 interceptions, and then 41 touchdowns and 6 interceptions.
Yeah. I mean, also like having Kurt Signetti as a coach.
Yes.
Definitely
System
helps.
does improve. If you could give him a comp right now, who are you going to give him?
I'm going with Jared Goff.
Yeah, I was going to say frame-wise, he definitely looks like Jared Goff, but I think ability, he actually reminds me of Stafford.
Okay.
In like quickness, throwing the ball, very
I also
accurate,
compared
not
him
too
to a bit of
strong.
Matt Ryan.
Yeah, I could see he's had a lot of comparisons of Matt
I
Ryan.
just
Matt
don't
Ryan,
think
yeah.
he's not like a deep ball thrower.
Mhm.
No, he's not. He doesn't have like a
systematic
powerful arm.
quarterback.
Yeah.
I've got CJ Stroud, and I know people are going to be like, CJ Stroud, but like CJ Stroud coming out of college, his pro day, clinical, like he had a really, really good pro day. And you know what? He had a good couple, like people like to point to his most recent stuff, but CJ Stroud coming out in Houston, reminder, Houston was supposed to be the next one. Everybody was all aboard the Houston train. So you know what? He reminds me of Mr. Stroud. Brennan?
I know people want to say Kirk Cousins, but I really don't want to compare him to Kirk Cousins. I don't want to end the kid's career before it starts.
Could be Dak. And I don't
Cousins
know if that's,
No.
is like
Dak was a little bit more
mobile.
mobile. Like
Dak's
Fernando's
more
really
mobile.
not a mobile
A
guy.
young
Like
Kirk
I don't see
Cousins.
him running a lot unless he's scrambling to save his life because the offensive line all of a sudden can't protect him. But I don't see him doing a whole lot of running. Like he will if he has to pick up a couple yards, but I don't see him being like a two-way, like a mobile quarterback. He's not going to go for big runs.
yeah, that's fair.
Couple draws up the middle, maybe.
That's a fair assessment. Number 2, fellas. Let's move on to number 2. Arvil Reese goes to the Jets. So Jets, what have they done so far? I mean, they traded for Geno Smith. They've shipped Jermaine Johnson to the Titans. Reese split time at linebacker and edge during his time in college, but he's got a Micah Parsons type of tool set, I guess you can say. He's a converted linebacker. He had a 21% win rate on pass rushes in 2025. His combine, 4.46 40-yard dash. 10-yard split, which was 1.51 seconds, is in the 99th percentile for edge rushers. He actually grew up a Jets fan in Cleveland, ironically modeling his game after Jermaine Johnson, who the Jets shipped out. Fellas.
Hey, hold on. He grew up a Jets fan in
Cleveland?
Oh, fuck.
Holy fuck, yeah.
He's got the mental strength for just anything.
Yeah, really.
You can put this guy anywhere.
Maybe that's why he plays super angry.
Jets, obviously 26 sacks last year, 31st in the NFL. They don't take a QB here. Most people are like, you know, they got to trade down. They can get a pull bunch of picks. They can make a QB pick. Does it surprise you that there's no QB pick here? Like
Not
there's no
No.
chatter about a QB.
No,
There's not even
not
a
at
rumor
all.
about a QB.
Not in this class. Not at all.
Yeah.
Not that high.
Now his Micah Parsons comp, do you think that's earned? Do you think he's earned that comparison right now, or do you think that's more draft hype?
A little bit of both, but he's definitely like on that trajectory. And with the Jets, with the number 2 pick, like for the Jets, you need a can't miss prospect, especially with the number 2 pick. Arvil Reese is one of those guys as a can't miss.
Now, fellas, I know how much we love to talk about the success of the Jets and how smart they are at making decisions, and the great Aaron Glenn falling asleep at the combine and all the other lovely stuff. Is there hope for Jets fans here? Would you say would you give Jets fans hope and say this is going to be a success? getting Geno in there at QB. I'm sorry, that's fucking hilarious.
Not getting Geno.
No, but
drafting Reese, yes.
it's a part of the process though. You see like how they went and they got Geno as a bridge quarterback, and now they've taken Reese here. They have Garrett Wilson, they have Breece Hall, they have some more picks down the pipeline. Would you say that the future is bright, or is it typical Jets fashion?
Oh, it's so typical.
It's typical Jets fashion, but I mean, you got to start someone. Arbel Reese on defense is where you want to start. But with the Jets, there's no quarterback here. The class next year or the year after are the ones loaded. And I still think it's funny. I think it's going to be Dante Moore. He went back to school to avoid being drafted by the Jets. I think next year, the Jets brought in Geno because they saw Geno, what he did for the Raiders. He got them that number 1 overall pick. He's going to get the Jets the number 1 overall pick.
Yeah, that's right.
Now
you take your fucking pick of the quarterback class next year. And honestly, as of right now, I mean, obviously things will change in the season, but right now I think Dante Moore is the best on paper right now.
I have a new position for Mr. Geno Smith. It's the CTO.
What if he goes back to college for another year?
You got to give Mr.
goes
Geno
to
Smith the CTO position, Chief Tank Officer. He just knows how to get it done.
Yeah.
I mean, the Jets have been here before. They had Quinnen Williams. They had
Sauce Gardner.
They had Sauce Gardner. They had pieces before on defense. They actually had a really good defense under Robert Saleh. Now the point of the matter is like with all these picks and with all these things outside of a quarterback, they need to go and build out some key pieces. They need to go and draft up some key positional players that can actually play the position. They can't just settle for mediocrity.
Well, getting a guy that can get to the quarterbacks to start.
There you go. Speaking of teams that have a whole bunch of needs, the number 3 picking Cardinals, they take Francis Magoa. Kyler Murray is gone. Cardinals have no identity. They're sticking with Brissett in 2026. They're probably going to be one of those teams, like you said, waiting for a deeper class in 2027. Now, Francis Magoa is part of the Samoan pipeline at Miami. He's allowed 0 sacks in 12 games in 2025. He's got an anchor rating from our friends at Summer Sports of 98 out of 100. He hasn't been knocked off his spot by a bull rush in 2 seasons. That is pretty good. Like if I'm saying like, you need a tackle, that is a tackle right there. 32 reps on the bench press, massive 35-inch arms. Obviously there isn't a whole lot of QBs in this draft that can be comparable picking at 3. Do you buy Mr. Magoa as a cornerstone for the Cardinals, or is this a reach?
No, it's not a reach. And like, if you're not going to have your quarterback, the next best thing is to draft the insurance. So you start with that. And then like I said, it's all these teams with that need quarterbacks are waiting for next year. Like,
yeah, I think it's a good pick.
It's a building block, right?
That's what I mean. So you build up.
Build up.
What's the next? You got your quarterback, and obviously you need weapons and everything. But you got to win in the trenches, and especially on offense. If you don't have, like, you need an anchor like that.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of people forget. Like, I think for the Cardinals, another great tanking year will do wonders because that division's not going to get easier.
Well, that's the other thing. You've got 3 defensive teams. Like, you've got the 49ers, you've got the Seahawks, and you got the Rams. So, I mean, if you're going to win in the trenches, that's a start.
And
Yeah.
I think, yeah, it's a good pick, but I think, honestly, they maybe would benefit just trading out a little bit.
Oh, 100%.
You look
100%.
at the higher teams, like the next team we're going to go over, Tennessee, they already have a good quarterback in Cam Ward, right? So they would really benefit from a Francis Mauigoa, right? But I don't know. The Cardinals don't really have a QB. They have Brissett, but he's like Geno Smith, kind of like a bridge QB, because chances are next year at free agency, they're going to go to QB. I'm looking at 3, and I'm like, they can go down a little bit and get 2 picks in the first round. They can get so much more.
You need a dance partner, though. And that's the thing. You got to have a team that's like, I would love for the Cowboys to go and get an offensive line piece, but it's got to be a guard. Like, it can't be a tackle. So that pulls them out. And then you really look at teams that are like, who's got the capital to move up to a third, like to go from like 6th or 7th. Like Washington would love it, but it's like,
Washington.
do you have the capital? Are you going to blow up your draft capital trying to go up to 3? I don't hate it. Like if I'm the Cardinals and Francis Magoa is there, I'm running up and I'm taking him as quick as possible, because how many other guys like Francis Magoa are out there? How many offensive tackles are really out there in the league that are so dominant, so big, and are so good at that position? And there's not a whole lot. There's a handful. And that's why this position is such a crapshoot, like in the trenches, is because everybody tries to get the biggest guy, or everybody tries to get like, you know, like the guy that's coming out as a stud. And sometimes like Francis Magoa may not work in the NFL, because he may just realize that the teams Miami were playing in college, now suddenly he's going up against a Chris Jones in Kansas, or he's going up against a Micah Parsons, or other like dominant pass rushers. So I don't know. It'll be interesting to see like if they do what you said, Matthew, which is like, do they dangle it in front of the New York Giants? Like, do you say, hey, Jackson Dart is going to kill himself running into people?
There's also the Bengals, the Chargers.
The Bengals, that's another
like
one, right?
That's a great point. Like if I'm Cardinals, I'm proactive now.
Oh, for sure.
Now is when I'm proactive in terms of gauging interest of telling people, not really like, hey, I'm interested in making this trade, just letting teams know this is the price. Like I would call the Chargers right now and be like, you know, Justin Herbert really takes a fucking ass kicking.
Mm-hmm.
But you know, if we can, you know, we'll move up for 2 firsts. Like, go on. Like, we'll take next year's first. That's okay. And then and now the Chargers can take Magoa. So I definitely think that it's worth exploring the idea of running those phones. Now, fellas, we haven't really talked about this too much, but Kyler Murray's era is officially dead. Do we pour one out here, or is it a good riddance?
Good riddance.
Good riddance.
Good riddance.
Good riddance.
Damn. Well,
I'm
see
not
ya.
pouring one out for that.
See ya. See him. Where is he now? Where's the good man?
Minnesota.
Oh, yeah.
He's in a better place.
Oh, yeah. He's
He
gonna,
is exactly. He's
that
in a better place.
dude,
I don't know if
he's
that's a better place.
honestly, yeah, dude. He's got Justin Jefferson there. He's got the QB whisperer
That's about
coach.
it.
His defense was really good.
QB whisper coach. No way.
Yeah.
That guy? I don't think so.
Kevin O'Connell is Kevin O'Connell's got, okay, it's not Kevin O'Connell's fault JJ McCarthy is a lemon. He also salvaged what? Sam Darnold? Sam Darnold was salvaged. Daniel Jones was salvaged. Carson Wentz was salvaged
But
to some
I don't know
degree.
if you could say Sam Darnold was salvaged, because he was good at USC. He just got fucked over by getting drafted by the Jets.
Yeah, but he still like built him back up. Like he was seeing ghosts in New York, and he had to take some time and build. The same thing with Baker. Baker went to Carolina. Well, first he went to Cleveland.
They both were in Carolina.
Oh yeah,
they're
they
both
both were in yeah. And then McVay ended up turning around Baker's career.
Oh yeah, with that one start, that he played fucking money in that.
So I mean, I guess he's in a better spot. Maybe. Oh, I didn't know Matthew hated Kevin O'Connell. Like, this is new
I'm not
news
a
to me.
fan.
Oh wow.
I think he should have been fired.
Why? So the Steelers could have hired him? Yeah, and I know your
fuck no.
tricks. I know your tricks. Oh
What,
yeah.
getting fucking has-been wannabe good head coaches?
Hey,
No, that's not our thing.
Let's start firing all the
No.
good head coaches, so that like Matthew's game plan is hating on
I just
on
think
coaches.
it's crazy you're calling him a good head coach.
Yeah, I
I
mean
think he's that good.
I mean he's not terrible.
Like, what is he? He hasn't really done anything in the playoffs. I don't mean to like go down this. I don't want to go down this road.
No, I mean
Like,
we can.
we don't need to talk
I
about
mean,
Kevin
but, like-
O'Connell,
but,
because he doesn't
like,
need our time. Our time is too important for Kevin O'Connell talk.
I mean,
But go ahead.
The 3 people from Minnesota that listen to us are probably going to disagree,
Well,
but
if he was a good head coach, why didn't he speak up and keep Sam Darnold?
See,
I think I don't
That's a very
know.
good point.
I think they front office told him that like the front office was also run by a nincompoop. Like their GM was an idiot, but I think they drafted Jay McCarthy where they did. They couldn't justify Oh, I don't know. Actually, you do have a point, because technically Darnold left before, and then I guess I don't have the answer. Guys, I don't know.
we're
I regret bringing up his name. But
I guess we'll find out this year with Kyler Murray.
yeah, no,
we're
I
gonna
think
find
so.
out.
I think this will be his final shot.
It
Like
has to
if
be.
Kevin O'Connell cannot turn this ship around, he'll be gone.
Yeah.
And I think and I think Justin Jefferson might be gone. He might ask for a trade.
Possibly.
So who knows? Things can happen. KK, next pick is the Titans. I know I'd like for you to announce this pick.
The 4th overall pick. Tennessee Titans select Jeremiah Love.
Can we make you a Make-A-Wish guy and have you go up on stage to Tennessee at the draft and maybe
I don't want Jeremiah Love going to Tennessee.
where would you like him to go?
I don't know.
And the Raiders have traded.
The Raiders,
the Lions have traded up.
The Raiders have a running back. They don't.
The Lions have traded up and they've taken Jeremiah Love.
Yeah.
To pair with Jahmyr Gibbs.
Yeah.
That could be something.
That would be unreal.
That would
Having
be
those
unreal.
two in the same
Oh,
backfield.
That would be
jeez.
funny.
There's like no need for you just line one up as a wide receiver. Who cares? Let it rip. Love's got home run speed, multiple 90-yard touchdowns, finishing power at 214 pounds, proven pass catcher, 63 career catches. Miller says that he has tools to be one of the NFL's best backs very quickly. Yeah, I mean, there's not much to say. He clocked 22.8 miles per hour on GPS during the USC game. Now, he would be the first running back since Saquon Barkley to go top 5. Do you guys buy it?
100%.
Yeah. I think he's legit.
He's
real
legit,
deal.
but I still think the Titans are going to go defense.
I mean, they
With
definitely do
respect,
need
yeah.
defense, but
They also
I think
have
you can't pass up
Salah.
his talent.
Like
Yeah.
Salah's gonna
Yeah.
get the best. He's a defensive coach,
Exactly.
so he's gonna get the best out of his defensive players. If he can get an offensive weapon,
Yeah.
plus that helps your defense out to
Helps
begin
Cam
with because
Ward.
you're gonna have longer sustained drives. He's gonna pick up yards. He's gonna get you points. I mean, if your defense doesn't need to be on the field, that's even better.
So I heard a wild rumor. Now, this is just wild. This is crazy. That the Jets take Jeremiah Love. Like, it was a crazy
I can
lore.
see that. I told
That,
you.
like,
They
Jets-
could. Like it wouldn't surprise me.
like
I mean,
the-
that would be such a Jets thing to do.
Yeah, like they apparently there's
that would be
rumors
nuts.
out there that they think they can get something for Brees Hall. They think they can fetch enough draft capital where they think a team will be willing to pay a late first, early second for a Brees Hall. I don't know if that's really necessarily the case,
I mean, you definitely get something for him.
but you could get something for him, and then you just go and say, "Hey, I'm taking the best." Okay. With all things being considered, the date is March 30th, 2026. I'm gonna go on a limb here. He very well might be the best player in this draft 10 years from now. 10 years from now, we may look at this draft and we were like, okay, there was everybody, there's XYZ, and there was Jeremiah Love. Like, he tracks that way with all the metrics. He could be the best running back in history.
Let's calm your tits on that
Yeah.
one.
He could.
I don't know.
He's got all the
So-
tools.
Let's just
Well, why not?
because he won't be ever.
I mean, last podcast, you guys are all laughing when he said he's going
he won't ever be better than Emmett.
No,
Fuck
but
that.
he could be.
Fuck that.
He's got the
No,
tools.
I'm
modern
not entertaining that.
modern
at all.
medicine,
No,
not partying
No.
like they were in the
That'd be
90s.
interesting if the Jets took a lot.
See, that's the fucking problem with kids
and then
these
who
days.
takes Reese?
Yes, tell us what it's
They don't fucking party.
There's not enough cocaine they're doing. There's just not few cleaning their bloodstreams. But my point is that having said all of that, we all are in agreement that he is phenomenal. So then why is he falling down to 4? Do you think that's like teams and their positional needs and not drafting best player available? Or do you think there's something else? Like the position itself has lost its luster. Like running backs are not valued as high as they once were.
Yeah, I think that's what it is. I think the positions has lost its luster. But it's also like,
He's the only running back available.
yeah, but it's
Not that
also
high.
like, I don't know.
Well, running
I
backs
think
take
you
the
can
most
compare
carries.
him.
right?
I think he's being compared so heavily like Bijan and Jahmyr Gibbs right now. And teams and front offices see that. And they're just like, holy shit, if we can get a Jahmyr Gibbs or Bijan Robinson on our team, what is that going to do for our team in the future?
So I'll play devil's advocate and I'll do your Kevin O'Connell. And I love Bijan Robinson. I love him so much.
Yeah.
Very
And
dearly.
a fantasy football running back.
Yes, very big fan. What has Bijan Robinson done for Atlanta?
Well, half of the things what he hasn't done is because of the fucking coaching.
But see how like the position, right? Like there's a position, like running back is reliant on a lot of things other than just how talented the running back is. Like we can sing the praises of Jeremiah Love all we want, but if Robert Saleh is going to go out there and he's going to be like, all right, you're only running on first down, and we're going to call the same draw play that Mike McCarthy likes to call. By the way, get used to it. He loves running on first down. The whole entire world will be screaming for him to do a play action, but he will run that shit into the ass cheeks of his offensive line. But if he runs the same like play, like the offensive coordinator runs the same play for Jeremiah Love each and every time, he's only going to get so much output. You're only going to get so much out of him. So is that why teams are not drafting running backs? Like, I don't know. Cause I feel like running backs are like the way they're being treated. It's not like they're being treated like star wide receivers, for example, or we're going to talk about some of them, but, or they're not being treated like quarterbacks or even like edge rushers. I feel like edge rushers are treated differently. And I think maybe it's the usability of them, the factors that go into it. Like Bijan, like you talked about, the way he's being used, the team he's on, the players. Saquon for all of his time on the Giants.
But even then, a lot of teams have the two backs.
No, it's not even a two. Like, right? But like, look at Saquon on the Giants. Saquon on the Giants for years was probably the most talented running back in the league, and he was just stuck in the fucking worst situation possible.
But that's on the fault of the Jets. They didn't build around him.
Sorry,
they should have.
The Giants.
The Giants. Yeah. I mean, they should have built around him.
No, and it's not. I'm not saying it's like Saquon's fault. He was like held back all those years. But I'm just saying, like, if you don't, running back's trickier because it's like if you don't have the offensive line and he's taking a beat down at every single attempt, what's the point of taking him there? Right? Like, what's the point? Because you're gonna lose man games to him like each and every down. Like each and every down he's gonna get punished. Like he's not gonna be able to break through. That's why Zeke was so successful in those first early years, is because he had that offensive line and he was just able to run. And like obviously Zeke did not take care of his body in the off season.
Well, he was also one of the best at picking up blitzes. Like he was great blocker.
Yeah.
And the shots he took to save Dak's ass, like, hold. Like
and then you saw
times he got fucking trucked.
And then you saw Tony Pollard try to do it and just get destroyed. But yeah, no, Jeremiah Love with Tony Pollard, great segue, in Tennessee could work. It could very well work.
Yeah.
But you are taking a risk there. You're taking a risk that like the Tennessee Titans don't have a wide receiver. Like they don't have a number one. So you're taking
Wan'Dale Robinson right now.
Yeah, which love Wan'Dale, but how many teams are going to be game planning for Wan'Dale Robinson versus how many?
At least the Titans have a quarterback.
The
Jets don't.
Do they though? Are we giving
Ward, but
are we giving the pass?
At least he's still got some other guys.
Chance.
Right?
Are we giving him a pass?
Yeah, I'll give him another year.
So we're qualifying him as a okay.
Yeah.
All right. We've given him the blessing.
But I think what you were saying about running backs kind of losing their luster and all that, I think it's the way they use them. Because if you look at like Christian McCaffrey is the best player on the 49ers by far because of how they use them. And I think if the running back position gets used more so in the passing game or a little bit in the blocking game, then their value goes up, their stock goes up. So that's why I look at Jeremiah Love and I see in the passing game, the running game, he's so much of an impact.
And the blocking game.
And the blocking game too, his size at 214. That's why I think he's a guy you can't really pass up.
My only thing is like you look at those guys, you look at like the Saquons of the world, and like teams. We talk about this all the time. Teams pick high because they're bad in the NFL. It's not a lottery. Teams pick high because there's holes on the team. And Saquon Barkley, for all of his loveliness, Christian McCaffrey, for all of his loveliness on the Panthers, was just dwindling his time. Like there is no answer in sight until he got to the 49ers, and then it became wide open, right? So it's like a very few rare times where a team luck into like, you look at the LA Rams right now. Oh, the LA Rams would love a Jeremiah Love.
But that, you know,
right? Because they've lucked into, they've made a great trade with the Falcons that have that has netted them this like opportunity to draft high, but still be a good team.
Right.
Like I see more value of a running back going there versus a running back going to like the Titans.
I've seen mock drafts where Jeremiah Love's dropped to like 11, 12.
Yeah, and
13th.
it's no shot
You
at
never
no
know.
shot at Jeremiah Love's talent. I don't think he's like a bad player. I think he's a great player. But I think if I'm a team, if I'm the Titans, I look at the holes on my team first. I'm like, all right, do I need like a Jeremiah Love, or what if I get a commander for my defense and Caleb Downs?
Could, yeah.
Or what if I get, a cornerback, or I get an edge, or I get an offensive tackle? We talked about it. Let's get another piece that protects Cam Ward. And then we move to like a skill position or a running back or wide receiver later down the draft. But most mocks do have him going here based off of just pedigree. So I would not be surprised. I don't hate the pick. Now, moving on. Good old New York football playing Giants. Caleb Downs. This one is going to be hurtful because it's gonna have to watch him twice a year. Cook up the Cowboys. So Giants hired John Harbaugh, who coached Ed Reed and Kyle Hamilton in Baltimore. He knows the value of safeties. Downs started at Alabama as a freshman, started 2 years at Ohio State. He would pair with Javon Holland for their safety duo there. He played 400 snaps at free safety and 200 snaps in the nickel slot last year. So he is the chess piece. He's got the number 1 tackle efficiency. He only missed 2 tackles all season. His brother, Josh Downs, plays for the Colts. Now, fellas, safety at 5. Is this Harbaugh being a genius and calling his shots and swaying the pick, or it's the Giants making a mistake of not taking a skill player here?
I mean, it's hard to not say that Caleb Downs isn't a skill player.
Well, sorry.
I know what you mean.
Yeah.
But no, Caleb Downs is a great pick. I just hate it. I'm on the same page as you, obviously, as a Cowboys fan. I don't want to play against him twice a year, every year, but that's a great pick for them. The only big thing is that degenerative ACL. I mean, they've come out and downplayed it and say that's false information. So it really depends on, what his actual medical says. But I don't think that's anything to really worry about. But I think it's a great pick.
Yeah, I don't think you really need to worry about that either. I mean, it's going to depend on teams like up there in the draft that are going to try and draft them. They have like to April 15th to kind of go through testing and all that, all of these players. So
I think his concern is real.
Have to see.
I think I think so. I think when there's a player that's so like, what we're talking top 5,
you don't want any injury.
Like you want to almost like, you want to know what it is.
Yeah.
Like if there's got to be clear, like, okay, he bumped his knee. This is the injury. This is when it got covered. But the fact is, like, every team is calling different doctors and every team is getting different things being said. And then they're spinning that in, like, and this very well could just be spun by teams hoping he slides.
Oh, that's probably what it is. Yeah. That's probably how it started.
It could very well be teams that are picking later in the first round, hoping to spook out some other teams and putting out false reports. But my thing is, like, do you take him there? Yes, probably. But there's a level of concern I would definitely have about his injury, especially playing that position. I think that's like, your knees are very important in all facets of life, but especially when you're playing that position in football. Now, fellas, Harbaugh, huge hire. Obviously, you know him well, Matthew, in your Steelers division. Is he enough to change the culture in New York?
100%. 100%.
Definitely. And I think what he has, QB, Dart, Scatterbird, he's got good receiving core, neighbors, the defense, and then you add Downs to that. You look at the Ravens, they were struggling last year, and then they were like just close to missing the playoffs. They just missed the playoffs.
On a kick.
On a field goal.
kick.
Yeah.
So it's like, they're going to look really good with him coaching that team.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Yes. That's not good.
Yeah.
Not good. Speaking of teams that look very good, Cleveland. Cleveland takes Carnell Tate, Ohio State wide receiver. Shedeur Sanders has changed his number. He will now be wearing number 2. Tate had 1 drop last season. 51 catches, 875 yards, 9 touchdowns. So the next person in the Ohio State wide receiver factory, he led the Big Ten in 20-plus yard receptions, 40-inch vertical, He's got a massive catch radius despite being only 6'2". Now, Tate's 40-yard dash time came up as a little bit of a concern in the combine. Is speed overrated for receivers?
I think if you're measuring for the 40, then yeah.
But no, like in terms of like in the game
It's
right now.
overrated.
Well,
I think route running is really important.
yeah, that's
Route
it. Like
running, yeah.
your decision making, your route
catch
running,
radius.
your hands.
Yeah.
Like he doesn't drop balls. Like that's I think that's bigger because you see how many on guys like you throw them the deep ball and it goes right through their hands, or they just play and drop it. Like if you have home run speed, that's great for if you're going for the fucking bombs, but you can't go for a bomb every single play. So
But he's a guy that's just gonna catch the ball every time, right?
I think
Move up the
it's
field.
easier to defend a fast wide receiver. As crazy as that is.
well, because you play
Just
press
sli-
coverage
yeah.
and because within that 1 yard line you can
Yeah,
hit
bump
him. So you press him, and as soon as he gets going, you just fucking bump him, and all of a sudden because if you're a home run with home run speed, like you're a speedster, getting off that line, that first step is key to just building your momentum and get going. But if someone knocks you off, it's going to take you that extra second to get going again. And then your timing with your QB is way off. Because that's the thing. If you're going for the home run with the home run speed, the QB's timing it. So if it fucks up your timing, that's why you see these guys go for the home run
And
speed.
drops.
And
to
that
nobody.
ball is overthrown by, by a mile. And that's because the guy got thrown off at the line and his timing got fucked up.
Yeah, I think you look at wide receivers now. Look at the guys that are the playmakers, or the guys
Catch radius, man.
Right.
Catch radius and
Yeah.
hands.
like you look
Yeah,
at
get
guys.
jump
Jump balls, throw it where that's what. How many times do you hear it? Throw the ball where only your wide receiver can get it, where only he can make the play.
Yeah, exactly. So like Carnell Tate will do just fine, and
special talent.
he will be just fine.
It's a great pick for the Cleveland.
I think
Browns.
it's a good pick for the Browns. It's an exciting pick for the Browns. I
mean,
think
then
their
they-
fans are.
Yeah.
They said they came out and said that Watson has a great chance to be QB1. So
I mean, if they can revive him, I've seen crazier things happen. Like Phillip Rivers, for fuck's sakes. Played NFL football this past year. Oh my God. Moving on, fellas. Commanders, Mansour Delaney. So Mansour Delaney, obviously the Commanders had a 5-12 season last year. They lost Lattimore and Jonathan Jones at cornerback. Delaney only allowed 10 completions for 119 yards all season, targeted only 36 times, 2 interceptions, elite shutdown corner. Yeah, like the island of the SEC, 92.1 coverage grade. He wears number 7 because of Patrick Peterson's legacy at LSU. So the Commanders, obviously, they've had success. They did a little thing in the playoffs. It was a couple of years ago. What went so wrong? I mean, okay, the easy answer is Jaden Daniels got hurt. But what went really wrong, do you guys think, when it came to like building their roster, or like, was it roster construction? Do you think it's a play calling issue? Like their offensive coordinator also just got up and left.
I think it's twofold, because one is, I think you're going to see the same, maybe not quite the fall off, but I think you're going to see the same thing with the Patriots. Because when you're bad, and also it's the strength of schedule. Because when you're bad, you get the easier teams in the division that your division plays. So the next year, if you're playing the easier teams, you go on that run, but then say you win 12 games and now you got to play the tougher strength of the schedule, and it fucking humbles you. It brings you right back down to earth. It shows you are who you are, and you went back to being a shitty team. Also with the Commanders, it's partly a roster because they were the oldest team in the fucking league.
Yeah.
I don't know. It was for sure on defense.
No, they were the
Yeah,
oldest team.
absolutely.
in
They're the
general.
oldest team. Yeah, they were the oldest team in the league. So I mean,
Yeah.
it's the
that's
same
what
in
I
all
was gonna
sports,
say.
man. All sports. It's the younger generation's games now.
Yeah, I think they put too much pressure on Jaden Daniels. They wanted too much from him, and then his game speed was just too much for the older guys.
Yeah.
The older players just couldn't keep up with it. Then, You got to get off the field, and then you've got the defensive side of the ball with like Bobby Wagner and those guys, and they're aging out. I like the pick with Mansour Delane. I'm a little surprised maybe they wouldn't go with Bailey or Bain here. I feel like those guys would make more of an impact than Delane.
I don't know. I feel like call me crazy here, but I don't know. Jordan Tyson would have been fun times in Washington with Terry McLaurin.
They've lost Debo.
You talk about getting
Or even if Carnell Tate drops.
Or like Mike High Lemon, like we talk about Jeremiah Love. Jeremiah Love would be a good spot for Washington to take him at number 7 as well. I just think like you got to get Jaden Daniels some weapons. Like you can't just rely on Jaden Daniels being on an island by Terry McLaurin is great, but my God, he cannot be the only person on this team that can catch a football.
Yeah.
So I know.
The thing is, they need to get younger at both sides of the football.
Yeah, like they had some old guys on,
but they
wide
didn't really
receiver.
do much at free agency.
No, pretty
That's the
quiet.
No,
problem.
they haven't done shit.
They're very quiet.
Yeah, very quiet indeed. Now the next two are my favorites. I'm very sad that these are being picked before the Cowboys can take them. First one, the sack king of the South, David Bailey going to the Saints. 14.5 sacks in 2025, 4.54 40-yard dash. He's a twitch monster off the edge. You talk about getting off the edge. He does it. He had 23 tackles for loss, unstoppable first step quickness, and relentless pursuit. Cameron Jordan, free agent. He's got the best burst in the class, according to Miller. Now, is he the most underrated top 10 pick? Like 14.5 sacks as a college pass rusher.
I think
is
so.
pretty
I
fucking
thought
good.
he'd go like probably top 3, top 4.
Yeah, I don't know, man. He is a dog.
Yeah.
So, like,
It's just weird because every draft up until like this one has had Saints taking a wide receiver.
well, that's the thing. That's the next question. You're really on it today, Brandon. You are fucking dialed in because I guess we could segue into that, which is like they've got wide receiver needs and they've also got cornerback needs. Was taking the edge the right call here?
I
Who's
mean,
the best player.
if it's
probably at
Bailey,
that time.
that's the thing,
do you
right?
say
Like
no?
you
How do you
start
say
getting
no?
this. How do you say no to these guys?
You
Like,
can't.
look who's still on the board, man. Like it gets hard to say no to either of these guys because you could take this guy, you could take Bailey, you take Tyson, you take Bain. It's gonna fill a hole that you need.
I
But
almost
it's just-
think maybe they don't want to go receiver because they want to just try with Olave another year. And
I mean,
just
you
see.
can. There's nothing
'Cause now they
wrong
got
with
Shuck
one.
now for year 2, so they think, oh, maybe they're gonna build a chemistry, and they got ETN now, right?
But
Yeah.
you can never have enough.
No.
Like if you can get it, like,
Yeah,
I don't
not a
know.
wide receiver.
And maybe their
That's
guy's
true.
Tate and he's off the board. So
Well, that's where
Right?
that's where I think like, okay, like if you see Tate go off where you're just like, okay, the best player available is an edge and you know what, we're going to get him and like, we'll deal with the rest later, but not a bad pick. Speaking of another pick, that's not a bad pick. He grew up 5 minutes from the Orange Bowl, Miami royalty, Reuben Bain Jr. Reuben Bain is probably going to be going right in alongside Karlaftis. So Spagnola is going to love the fact that he's got that inside-outside versatility. I mean, there's a ton of short arm critique that people are making about the length of his arms. He led the ACC in pressures with 71, 9.5 sacks. I mean, he's fast. Like you watch him do those drills. He's a fast.
He's fast and he's
Yeah,
explosive. That first step, that burst.
Now, okay, Chiefs fans are going to hate this. Great pick. I'm not going to talk. We've talked about Reuben Bain a lot
it
of
seems
this
like
podcast.
the Chiefs are just picking at the right spot.
Yeah, well,
Yeah,
see, this
it's
is what
a
I mean.
great
Like
spot.
sometimes you
Yeah.
get really good teams
Yeah.
that had an off year and they got a pick and a
Yeah.
good spot there. Now, and they all listen. The Chiefs have added in this free agency. They got the Super Bowl MVP on their team. Like they needed more of them.
Yeah.
Okay. Love the Reuben Bain pick. I'm not going to talk about Reuben Bain. I'm going to talk about the Chiefs. If the Chiefs miss the playoffs this upcoming year, is it over? Is it a wrap on the Chiefs dynasty? Is it a wrap on the window? Do they have to rebuild this thing while Mahomes is still, he's obviously coming
think
off a big injury?
I think the dynasty's already over.
What I mean is, like, is there a window over? Like, there was a period of time where Brady won a bunch in the beginning and then didn't win at all, and then won a bunch at the end.
No, I don't think the window's closed.
No, if they missed the playoffs,
Miss playoffs.
like this upcoming season, like if they missed this season, they drafted Bain, they brought in Kenneth Walker, they signed Kelsey to 3 years for I don't know why. Why do we need to sign Travis Kelsey for 3 years? Like, could they not sign him to 1?
Yeah. Is there like,
Could they not regroup at the end of the year and be like, okay, let's run 1-year deals for Mr. Kelsey until he decides?
yeah,
That was a wild thing for them to fucking do.
To answer your question, I think you could see a Patriots thing. I could see them
I can easily see
being
them
away
missing,
from a little bit and then all of a sudden coming back. Surging.
because that division,
Another great pick next year.
because that division is not going to get easier.
no.
But if they do miss the playoffs back-to-back years, there is a bit of a problem.
Well, Ross, you got to look at roster construction at that point. Then you got to be like, all right, like
I
what's
think you got to look at coaching.
and well, that's the thing. Is like, is the message gone dry? Have people figured it out?
Yeah.
Like, is it time to is Chris Jones' era over? Like, you got big question marks.
Well,
Like,
that's the thing. Like, if they miss the playoffs, I think you got to go into that, not a rebuild, but some of those older guys, like the Chris Jones. Sorry, man, it's time to move on.
Travis Kelce.
Travis Kelsey, yeah.
But why would
3-year
3
deal.
years? Like
I
now,
don't
now
underst-
you're.
I don't.
They can always restructure.
I mean, I
Yeah,
don't.
yeah, you can restructure.
You can
But
cancel
I
it,
think
guess,
I
but-
think you gotta do like what the Brady years and just, you know what, it's time for your older guys. We're moving on. We're getting younger, and it's time for new players to come in.
Yeah, I mean, I don't.
But I don't think the window's closed. But it's definitely it's closed for the senior guys on that team. But
I can
As
see
a
a guy like
team.
Chris Jones getting traded this year.
Yeah, I mean, if they start slow
Especially
out
if
of
they
the
pick
gate,
up a guy like Ruben Maine Jr.
yeah, I mean, there's crazy things that have happened, and I just feel like you look at it, they experience so much success so quickly, all right away, and now they're in a division with the Broncos, with the Chargers, both led by really good coaches. Like, the Broncos have not had any stability. Okay, we don't even want to talk about the Raiders. The Raiders have had no stability the time Mahomes has been in the league. But the Broncos had no stability in those early years of Mahomes, right?
yeah,
They were fucking a joke. They had, what's his face? They got, what was Aaron Rodgers' buddy? Hackett?
yeah.
Yeah, they had Hackett. They had Wilson. Orange Country, let's ride. That bullshit. Then they had to figure out what the hell they were doing. And then they completely tanked. They did their whole thing. They came back. Now they're back. But the Chargers were a joke
Yeah.
before Harbaugh. Even if they had, didn't they have the worst loss? Were they down the worst? Isn't that the last game that they had against the Raiders? When it was like the last place Raiders came in and hung all those points on
Oh,
them?
yeah.
Yeah.
Like that,
That was
2-3
in
years
Oakland.
ago.
I
that was like
think,
2-3 years ago.
Yeah.
That caused the coach to get fired. But my point is like the Chiefs have never been in a division where there's competency around them until very recently.
It's been years.
Yeah,
A long
like
time,
this
yeah.
is the first time where you have like the Raiders have competent coaching and a number 1 overall quarterback coming in. You have the Broncos with Sean Payton, Bo Nix, and a great defense that's all world. Then you have the Chargers with Harbaugh and Herbert there. So it's the first time the Chiefs in their division have felt any sort of pressure, which is, I don't know if it's a coincidence that this is the year they missed the playoffs, but next year is a big year for them. I don't think they can afford to take steps back. Now, speaking of taking steps back, the Bengals made no changes to their coaching staff. They made absolutely none. They kept everything the same. Hendrickson left. And I think this is probably the steal so far.
That is, yeah.
Sonny Styles, number 10, Ohio State linebacker. He's a hybrid safety linebacker. He reclassified and entered college a year early, so he's only 21 years old. He can cover tight ends, and he can also blitz like a defensive edge. Now, is he the steal so far?
At 10, absolutely.
At 10,
Yeah.
yeah.
So,
Yeah. The Bengals have just they did
I
it.
hate it.
They did it. They got their guy. They won it so far. Now, would you put him at edge or linebacker?
Linebacker inside.
Because you can put him in the
Linebacker.
secondary and Not put him in the secondary. You can put him in pass protection. So.
I think the answer is both. I think you fuck around and do both.
Oh yeah, you can line him up
Bengals are
you
so
can
bad.
line him up on the edge, but
Hear me out. Like you play team and they don't have a great offensive line. Throw them on edge. Like if they don't have a big boy protecting their quarterback, throw them on edge, see what you can do. And like move them around. That's the whole thing about how well he tested was that cone drill. You watched him move, like he can move so fluidly, so quickly, is like teams will not be able to game plan for him.
oh yeah, line him up like all over the place, but for the majority, I'm having him in the inside linebacker.
And how did Ohio State not win the national championship?
Yeah, I know.
Like it goes to show you how
many
great,
guys are already in the top 10.
Exactly. It goes to show you how great like Indiana's coaching was, where it's like, holy shit, like look how many Ohio State guys are coming out so far. Pick 11. Now this one's interesting. Micah Lemon, the wide receiver, USC. While they've traded Waddle, they've released Hill. They have no wide receivers left from that original core. So like Micah Lemon would be their wide receiver 1. 79 catches, more than 1,100 yards, 11 touchdowns. Yards after catch is where he makes all his money. 55% of his yards in 2025 came after the catch. Okay, so they burned it all down, especially at receiver. Is this a bold pick or is this a desperate pick?
I think the answer is both.
I think it's both, but I think it's dumb. I think it's stupid.
They need help everywhere on that team.
Why you had Hill and Waddle that are like, they've been in the league for a while. They know the NFL game and they're good receivers to help out your new quarterback and your new head coach. And you go and get this fucking bum?
Well, you traded your receivers just to draft another receiver.
Yeah, what's the point of that? Like, Waddle's better than Lemon, in my opinion.
Oh yeah.
Like, I even think Hill's getting older, so.
And it's injured.
And he's coming off that bad injury. But I think it's just so stupid by the Dolphins.
Yeah. Yeah. Listen, Micah Lemon's going to have the time of his life in Miami.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah, it's a great city.
He's gonna fucking live it up there. I think he's a future wide receiver 1. I think Malik Willis is gonna be great. I don't know what it is. I think there's some negative juju that was in that locker room. I think they've gotten rid of it. I'm not gonna say if it was Hill. I can't tell if it was Hill, Waddle, or Tua. Or maybe it was
that's why they got rid of all.
Or maybe it was the
Somebody on
coach.
defense.
Maybe it was the coach. But I think there's going to be a sense of like no pressure football again back in Miami where they're not relevant because nobody cares. Nobody has any aspirations to see what they're doing. But I think they're going to have no pressure football, and my guy Lemon's going to get his touches if he goes there. Now pick 12. All right. Well, we're here again. Jermon McCoy, cornerback, Tennessee.
Why does every single fucking mock has Jermon McCoy to the Cowboys? Just
We're going to
stop.
will it into existence like we did Mike McCarthy.
I'm sitting here looking at like, why wouldn't they just try to make a trade to jump up to 10?
Oh, that's the thing.
Right?
If there's any team you're looking at,
But I don't know.
the Cowboys got to trade up.
But I'm looking
That's
at
the
it.
team
But
that
I'm
has to
looking at
trade up.
I'm looking at the Bengals. Well, it's not like the Bengals can't live a life without Sonny Styles. They need him as much as we do. All right, Jermon McCoy. I'm not gonna go into the whole thing about why we don't like the pick. All right, we've talked about this every single time for the last like 5 episodes. The reality of the situation is, if Jermon McCoy had played last year, he probably, the way he was trending, would have been the cornerback 1. He would have been the best cornerback in this class. Do they need corners? Absolutely. They absolutely need a cornerback. That is absolutely a need. So 100%, they've got it. That was a need. It is a high risk pick. It is a very, very high risk pick. Do I think they have the appetite to make the high risk pick? Yes. Brian Schottenheimer was quoted. Brian Schottenheimer's been giving great sound clips, but he said one of them things, which was draft natural, draft pure. Oh dear, KK. Jesus,
my bad.
KK. After eating all those waffles, trying to deafen our ears. What was I saying? Oh, yes. I think he is the best player available at this point. Left. That is the reality of the situation. Do you feel comfortable with this gamble, fellow Cowboys fan? Now that you've seen it like listed 10 times, this might be a reality. Now that I'm coming to terms with how you probably felt about Mike McCarthy.
How
by
did
the
his
way.
pro day go?
This is not the same thing, Mike McCarthy, Jamal McCoy. You're actually getting a competent NFL human being.
I don't like it. Like, do we have the appetite? Will we draft him? Probably. We've never shied away from drafting injury guys. You look at, we just drafted Rebel. Go back to Jalen Smith. We're at this, any other year, I would absolutely be, ecstatic about this pick. But this year is not the year to draft a guy that might need to redshirt, a guy that might only play 4 or 5 games, depending on how his injury is. Like, it's not a gamble at this year that we can take. We've taken this gamble years before.
Many times, actually.
Plenty times. So we're not, like, that doesn't scare us most years. This year it scares me.
They're not making this pick, though. I just want everybody to know.
This year that
Who
scares
else would
me.
you take at that spot?
Well, I think you would have to go down, and you would have to then you would have to take Dylan Theanam here, which is not great, but you would have to take him there, or Emmanuel
I disagree.
McNeil.
I'm not taking Theanam 12.
Well, I mean, you would try to trade down, ideally.
Oh, of course. That's what I mean. Try and trade down. But
Ideally, you would try to trade down. Whether or not somebody bails you out and actually trades up to get a wide receiver, who knows, right? Like, but you would. That's the next player that I think would make sense for them. Now, the Cowboys, the indication, Joseph Hoyt out of Dallas Star. Or is it the Star or something? No, Dallas Fort Worth Star or something like that. I don't think he'd care if I misrepresented which organization he works for. But anyways, he quoted saying the Cowboys are not going to be interested in picking players in the top 12 that they would have to, quote, redshirt. They would have to, they need an impact player that can play every game starting the season, play a majority of the snaps at that pick. So having heard that from a person very close to the Jones and the Cowboys, I'm going to go on a limb here and say Jermon McCoy will not be picked by the Cowboys. That is all I'm going to say on the matter.
yeah, I agree with that 100%.
Now we're going to move on to the Rams. They take Spencer Fano, offensive tackle from Utah. Rob Havenstein retired. They're opening right tackle. So Fano started left tackle before he moved to right tackle. He excels. I mean, he's got a bit of an arm length concern at 32.5 inches, but teams love his toughness and quickness. He's got 3 seasons of starting experience. He's probably the most technically sound tackle in the draft. He had 0 penalties in 2025. Elite 3-cone drill, 7.21 seconds. Great footwork. I think they hit here. I don't really have much comments or questions about this. I think this is a strong team getting stronger. We talked about it. Great teams making these trades, taking advantage of the Atlanta chicken wing eating Falcons.
It's a free pick. It's Atlanta's pick. It's a free pick.
Yeah. So I don't hate this pick. I think this is a great pick for them, and they give Mr. McVay and Matthew Stafford a good tool for them to use on their team. Now, the Baltimore Ravens in this draft take Kenyon Sadiq, tight end from Oregon. Sadiq ran the fastest 40 time ever for a tight end at the combine, 4.39 speed. Isaiah Likely left in free agency. Mark Andrews is old and miserable.
And drops passes.
Passes left, right, and center. Hey, he's an elite red zone threat. And he's a willing run blocker, this guy. So for the Ravens here, I don't hate it.
I don't hate it.
You give Lamar a weapon.
I like that pick. Great weapon.
He was also a state champion hurdler in Idaho. So there's that. He's just an all-route freak. Tampa Bay, they take CJ Allen, linebacker. The signal caller is what Kirby Smart called him, the smartest defensive player he's ever coached. Levante David retired. Allen is a captain, so he's going to be 6'1", 230 pounds. He is slow. I watched some of his clips of him moving around. He's not the most agile guy out there, but he is a little bit slow. I don't hate this pick for Tampa Bay. I think they've got tons and tons of weapons on the offensive side of the ball. I think their defensive side is where they lack. They've got a new head coach coming in, so that will be interesting to see what they can cook up. But I don't hate the pick. A little bit high for my liking, but I understand. Now the second pick for the Jets You'll remember they picked Arval Reese, number 2. They picked Jordan Tyson. Jets give Geno Smith a weapon outside of Garrett Wilson. So Tyson plays above the rim like his brother, basketball player Jalen Tyson for the Cavaliers. Jordan's 6'2", 203 pounds. He's a red zone threat. Hamstring has limited his pre-draft testing, which has allowed him to fall down the ranks. I remember when we were comparing these wide receivers, we always had them neck and neck with Cornell Tate having a slight edge, but with his hamstring concern, he slid down a bit. I don't know.
Still
What's
a
your
steal
guys'
pick.
thought?
I think
Like,
that's a solid pick. Still.
It's a steal pick,
especially if you're getting
16.
like Dante Moore in a year.
well, that's the thing, right?
Right.
I think
weapons are
I think
building.
you're gearing up for next year, and you're
Yeah.
probably gearing up for a little Garrett Wilson trade. Is what I'm thinking.
I think so,
I'm thinking you get Jordan Tyson in there first half of the year. You pair him up with Garrett Wilson, bring up Garrett Wilson's stock, and then you try to flip and get a pick for him like you did with
How
Sauce
is Garrett
Gardner.
Wilson stock going to go up if he's got Geno Smith?
Hey, the tank commander. All right, KK, your Lions. They take Monroe Freeling.
What a solid pick.
Taylor Decker released. Penny Sewell. They're probably going to go to. I think I just saw something come in from Schefter where Dan Campbell wants to move Penny Sewell to left tackle. The coaches' meetings are going on right now, so these guys are all getting drunk and telling Schefter their business. But Penny Sewell could move to left tackle, so they're going to need offensive tackle help either way. 6'7", 315 pounds. His flexibility is his secret weapon. That's what scouting reports have said. He's only got 1 year as a full-time starter though. But he's got all the traits. So, KK, what are your thoughts? They took an offensive tackle instead of edge.
Well, that's what they need, the offensive tackle, offensive line.
Well, it's
Like, big boy
36,
in there.
36 sacks that Goff took last year. So
That's what they need. He's got all the traits to improve and even get better.
now is this pick, you think, where do you right now, if they were to make this pick, all right, round 1's done. We're sitting there having our post-draft round 1 beers. How confident are you, and why or why not, about their Super Bowl chances for the Lions? After this pick, round 1, like looking at their roster.
I think they're contenders
Yeah.
for the Super Bowl, but I mean, it's hard for a young guy to step in there. You look at who was it, Will Campbell a year ago,
Yeah.
right? It's
Takes
hard
some
for a
time.
young guy to sit in there. It's going to take some time, but
And I think the biggest
Look-
thing for the Lions, shout out to all the people that listen
that's
to
what
us,
they need with their old line getting older, get younger.
but it's also staying healthy, right? I think
Yeah.
a big thing for them is I think they're right up. They're back again with
They've
their-
already said it. They want to get younger and cheaper.
and I think they did that. And
Yeah.
I mean, they made some big changes. They lost David Montgomery. They'll be probably looking to replace him at some point. Or did they replace him?
They signed,
signed.
Pacheco.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, that's
Yes. They got Isaiah Pacheco. But I think a lot of their issues and concerns were related to health. So I think if they can stay healthy, this pick's actually pretty good. And like you've got Penny Sewell there to kind of mold
Yeah.
the guy and like make sure that it's not like Freeling is going in there and he's the only person out there that is like expected to protect him. Like
Well,
he's
offensively, that's where the hole is, the offensive line.
yeah. No,
Your
I
receivers are there. Your running backs there.
I
young
don't
tight end.
mind the pick. But that's
I don't mind the pick at all. I like it.
you talk about a tough division. Chicago and Minnesota and Green Bay all up in there. It's tough
It's going
division.
to be a tough division next year.
Speaking of the Vikings, Dylan Thienem, the ball hawk, 8 career interceptions. He never bites on double moves. He's got a 0.2% bust rate for his position. He's the safest pick in the mid first. Now, question for you guys. Harrison Smith, obviously, he's gone. So he's going to be replacing him. Is he actually a good fit when it comes to replacing Mr. Smith?
I mean, that's a hard ask,
Yes.
but I think so.
Yeah, I think he's a good pick there. Definitely to replace Smith. I think they could go offensive line as well. There's a couple guys down there in the draft.
Like,
that-
I don't mind them going
maybe not
defense, but
bad.
like that, they had a good defense this past year. So it's like you're adding
They did.
already. You're adding to an already strong defensive
Yeah,
side of the ball.
I see them probably going more offensive line on this as well.
just something to help Kyler Murray out.
They already have a solid defense.
I think they go for the guy that the next guy that the Panthers take, which is Olivega Ione, the guard from Penn State. So he actually lost some weight. He went down from 350 to 330. He recorded 14 pancake blocks in a single game against Illinois. Mind you, it was Illinois. Sorry to our friend Joel Norris from Pigskin Frenzy, but he did dominate against Illinois. I think this is a good pick for the Panthers because I think it gives you, like, you're protecting Bryce Young. You've got a lot of weapons there, like, that you need to get the ball out to, and getting a guy like Ione out there is a good pick.
That's
I
not
like it.
bad. I think they could go defense. Actually, I'm looking at the next guy.
Yes,
I think they could go with McNeil Warren because like they struggled in that playoff game against the Rams in the secondary. They let up some big plays, and I think he's the guy that could make a difference for Carolina.
yeah, and I guess we'll move it along to number 20 pick, Emmanuel McNeil Warren. So going to the Cowboys. All right.
I don't hate it, but I also don't love it because
Yeah,
especially if who's at 12, we're taking a cornerback. Safety with getting Jalen Thompson and PJ Locke, I don't feel as we still need help at safety, but I don't feel as desperate for a safety. We need an inside linebacker and we need an edge way more now than we need a safety.
And I think, like, I look at Mesidor, who's still on the clock here at that point. Cassius Howell as well. Brendan Cisse, that would be fun. That would be a fun thing. I mean, he's insane. Now I look at that, and if the Cowboys are going Emmanuel McNeil Warren with the 20th pick, I almost don't hate it because then I think that the Cowboys, this pick came from Christian Parker.
Yeah.
Because I think he's in the year of like, this is the guy I want. Like, he's the guy that can fit my scheme. So I almost give him the benefit of the doubt if they go double defense here.
And that's why I said I don't hate it. I just don't feel with the additions that we have made in the secondary, I'm not as desperate for secondary help as I was before the start of free agency.
Like,
Like the end of last season. Oh man, it was secondary. We've made a couple depth signings for the corners. Went out and got Jalen Thompson from Arizona. Signed PJ Locks. Like, I'm not as desperate for secondary help as I was. Now we need an inside linebacker and we need an
It
edge.
seems like the only bad picks in this draft so far are the Cowboys.
So
picks.
We're
And
very
that- and
hard
that's
on
just- like, it just sucks. Like, you look at the
we're
position.
We're very hard on the Cowboys.
It's
on
just
this
the
podcast.
position they're drafting. Like, you look at the guy, like a couple of the guys that go right before us, and
I wouldn't mind. I wouldn't mind Olivega, the guard. Like, they do need a guard.
yeah, we do,
Like, that is a need on the team. Like, they need a guard. So I don't hate.
but not the top. Like, our top needs right now is an
like
inside
ideally,
linebacker and
so
an
ideally
edge.
you're saying they need linebacker and
Linebacker and
secondary.
edge, especially if you're not getting
Or
one
edge.
with the 12th pick, you got to get one with the 20th. But that's why this entire draft process, I've been saying we need to trade down and get a second round pick.
Yeah.
Because I think there's a lot of value in the second round.
It's almost like a likelihood of, like, I wouldn't mind them trading out both times.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Like,
I would love to see him trade down both
Give
times, get
me-
a couple extra picks, and then you go down.
Yeah, give me like as many picks as you can in those second and third rounds versus getting.
I mean, you've already said, right? You need defensive coach,
yeah,
some free agent signings to help the secondary.
It's already gonna be better than last year. It
It's
can't be any
better, yeah.
fucking worse.
it cannot be worse than
Not
last
be
year.
fucking
We're only
worse.
up from the bottom. Now, speaking of new coaches, a new horizons, Steelers taking Caden Proctor, the forklift,
Not Ty Simpson.
the
Yeah.
heaviest.
I was thinking that too.
The heaviest player in the draft in the first round. He briefly transferred to Iowa. I remember this. He transferred to Iowa and then he returned back to Alabama. I mean, no
Is this who
quarterback.
Aaron Rodgers wants?
Are you okay with Proctor?
Um,
I know our
Yeah.
friend James would be very okay with Proctor.
I actually am okay with Proctor. See, this is the thing. It's a little tough, the situation, because I feel like thinking about the whole Ty Simpson thing again, there's games this year where I watched them. I think, what was that game they played? Was it the Rose Bowl maybe they played in? There was a game they played near the end of the year, and Ty Simpson just had a really bad game. And
What the fuck? That's
that's-
every
and-
quarterback. Every quarterback's bound to have a really bad game.
no, but it was like he could have led like a comeback, and he was facing
No.
adversity, and he was making terrible
you just
throws.
don't
and it
want
was
Ty
shit.
Simpson.
So what I think is everyone's looking at like recently, oh, he looks really good in the combine. You compare him to like all these QBs and everything. But I think if you look at the game film of him in the previous games near the end of the year, he shit the bed on some throws. He couldn't battle adversity. So I don't think he deserves that number 21 pick. I think the Steelers are better off going QBs in the later rounds. Go get an offensive
I
lineman.
like this pick for the Steelers because
It's good. And this guy's fucking
they have a run
huge.
game. Dowdle and Warren. This
Yeah.
guy's a people mover.
Yeah,
He's
this guy.
freaking huge.
This
He's
guy.
gonna- he's gonna help that
Yeah.
line.
This guy
Block
was
two
gonna
guys at once.
Yeah.
maul people around. Broderick Jones. He was a first round pick.
Oh,
That's
don't
not.
mention that
That's
name.
not panned out.
He played like shit.
So going ahead, this mock draft, like just to talking about what you said. So, Nussmeier, they take him round 2, pick 53.
Yeah, I like it.
Is that the right sequence? So you get Proctor at 21, and then 53, you go down, and you go get Nussmeier.
Yeah, I think you
that's
get
pretty
an
solid.
offensive lineman that deserves a first round selection in Proctor, and then go get a QB in the later round.
Nah, give us
'Cause
chaos.
Simpson
I
No,
want
fuck
Ty
the chaos.
Simpson.
Ty Simpson.
I want Ty Simpson announced.
Yeah.
Because I want the camera to pan to Matthew. Everyone's gonna be cheering. Like you're gonna see all these Steelers casual fans just jumping up and down. Like,
Yeah, exactly. The
quarterback.
casuals.
I
know
see
what the fucking
Nussmeier
idea.
and what's his name? Drew Aller being more like
Yinzer.
Steelers
Yeah.
quarterback style than Ty Simpson.
And then you
Nussmeier definitely is. He's like Roethlisberger kind of.
Okay.
Same with Drew Aller.
Okay, why don't?
But, I mean-
would you want Aaron Rodgers back if you had Nussmeier at pick round 2, and then you bring Aaron Rodgers back for a little coaching gig?
You have to.
I don't know. What
Hey,
even
make your
fuck-
plea. Make
I
your
don't
plea.
know what to even think.
Hey,
about
make your
Aaron
plea.
Rodgers
One
right now.
last minute plea.
Make up-
March 30th.
Make
Yeah.
up your fucking mind.
No. Here.
I
let's-
honestly,
do I have any music? Hold
the
on. let me see if I have
more
any-
this goes out,
Hold on. Let me see if I have like some music for you to open this up with. No, I don't. You're just gonna get our outro music. Go ahead. Go ahead. We're not outroing, but just
all
go
right.
ahead.
Well, this is a false outro, but no. The more that this Aaron Rodgers saga moves on.
Well, you're speaking to Aaron right now. This is you and Aaron one on
Oh,
one.
okay, yeah, one on one,
Yeah,
Aaron.
yeah.
Oh yeah, no, this is what I'm
Oh,
saying.
sorry.
to him.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, this is
Go
what
ahead.
I'm saying
Go
to
ahead.
him.
Go ahead.
The more that this saga between you and the Steelers nation and this whole organization is going, the more you're just pissing me off. And I want you to make up your fucking mind. But the longer that I'm waiting, I honestly, I
like how
am
you-
content with just telling you I don't really give a fuck
I-
if you come back or not.
This has to be a Make-A-Wish with him, Mike McCarty, and Aaron Rodgers.
No, it's
If we all sat down at Waffle House,
kumbaya.
yeah, kumbaya. There's gonna be waffles and ayahuasca all over the table.
No, but
I
what's
don't know if we
You
get
gotta-
anything
we
done.
gotta set this up a day before the draft.
I really thought he
That's
was
when
gonna,
he's gonna make his decision.
The-
a day before.
with you at the Waffle House.
the way you let it start. I thought you were this was gonna be a whole thing about how you're letting Steelers Nation down. Steelers Nation deserves better. I'm speaking on behalf of Steelers Nation. And then you turn it around. You're like, you're really starting to piss me the fuck off.
He is. He's starting to piss me the fuck off. I don't give a fuck now.
But like we said
He can walk. I
in
don't
the
give a
episodes
shit.
prior,
Yeah,
what has
just-
changed from our episodes prior to today?
Matthew was pissed off.
Nothing.
Matthew was pissed off. That's what's changed.
No.
Time.
Not you. We're saying like with Aaron Rodgers, like you went out, you got your weapons. Still weren't made a decision. We went in our last episode. What's going to change between our last episode and now? What changed? Absolutely nothing. So what's going to change from now till our next episode?
Nothing.
Absolutely fucking nothing. So yeah, make up your
And that's
fucking
gonna-
mind.
but that's
I
also,
wonder what Steelers' plan is if Aaron Rodgers says no.
But
They don't have one.
They don't have
That's
one.
You're going with
Will
fucking.
Howard, Garrett Nussmeier,
You're
who
go-
they pick.
yeah,
Ty
you're
Simpson.
going with the
That's
Cleveland
what-
Browns
but seriously,
methodology.
My mood right now, like if Aaron Rodgers says tomorrow, I'm coming back, I'm playing for the Steelers, I'm gonna be like, okay,
Cool, bro.
Or if he goes, I've decided I'm not coming back and I'm gonna retire. Cool, bro. Okay, I don't give a fuck. You know, I'm just
personally,
I just want a decision. I want it now, and I want to move on.
and we'll be moving on to the next picks here shortly. I know we're zipping through this, but I personally think the Steelers should do this. I don't think they should draft any quarterback this year. I think they should just keep on drafting positions that are value, offensive tackle, maybe a defensive tackle, maybe some edges, maybe some more offensive. Like just keep drafting like as many of these like boring, blocky positions and try to find the next like TJ Watt. But what they should do is they should call Cleveland and they should say, how about a little middling pick for
All right.
Mr. Shador Sanders?
You don't trade in your
Pittsburgh- How are the
division.
Steelers and the Browns going to
You don't trade in your division. Actually,
No,
if you want a
but
medal, because I
Oh.
did hear that James Harrison did say on his podcast that he's trying to convince Joe Burrow to come to the Steelers. That
Wait,
I will
so
take
my
on.
trading
But
Shador
Sanders
hold
can
on,
fuck off.
Hold on. My trading
Joe
for
Burrow
Shador
should.
Sanders, both of you scoffed at me like it was the fucking, like I had just like, spat out in your water. But suddenly Joe Burrow is coming to Pittsburgh.
Yeah,
This
that's
is-
better.
you know
'Cause-
what's
'cause
changed
that- 'cause
since the
that's like-
last
'cause
time?
it's like
No,
Voss water.
You
The
know what's
Delulu
changed?
is what's
It's like
changed.
Voss water.
The Delulu is what's
The
changed.
mental health has changed, is what's changed since last time. They are going.
Because the water you spit in when you say Shador is tap water, and the water you spit in when it's Joe Burrow is that like nice Voss water.
Do you think Joe
It's that
Burrow
good
wants
water.
to be coached by Mike
McCarthy?
No, I'm just like,
No, we can
I'm-
get somebody else.
I'm just like,
We can pull a Vegas Golden Knights. We can
we've reached, I don't think we've reached the numbing part of, no, we did. We reached the, oh yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah, we're past that.
We're past the numbing part of the pain. So what you're going through right now is what Brandon and I go through when we cheer for the Cowboys,
Every fucking
which is
year.
the cycle of
This is too
fandom.
much drama for a team that's usually
So
boring.
right now you passed like when we were talking about he's got to make a decision. By that point you were numb.
the cycle thing.
You were
yeah.
like numb to like, okay, what's going on? Now you're in delusion. So now it's great because now you're in delusion. Now Tom Brady's gonna come out of retirement. He's gonna be coached by Mike McCarthy. It's gonna be fine. Everything's gonna be great. But I still think you guys scoff. My reasoning is pretty. You know what? Shador would be great in Pittsburgh.
But
he would look great.
Your rule
It'll
is
be-
don't trade in the division.
That is my rule.
Like I don't think the Joe Burrow thing is gonna happen.
No, but that
I
is
love
my
it, it's
rule.
not
But
gonna
then
happen.
again, it is the Cleveland Browns. They sent Joe Flacco to Cincinnati.
But
That's
Joe
true.
Flacco.
Hey, Joe
He's just
Flacco.
running
He's
around.
back.
He's back.
he
maybe-
just doesn't want to go home.
You guys should have gotten Joe Flacco.
I mean,
that guy
it
just
could
doesn't
happen
go
with
home.
Shooter going there if Watson's a starter in Cleveland.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like if
Well, that's a
Watson is
possibility.
if Watson is the starter, and then they're like, okay, this guy. Well, I don't think they have a choice. They would eat him out like a tariff amount of dead money if they didn't make him like they didn't cut him or whatever. So I understand why they're doing that. But if Watson's a starter, and then you're Pittsburgh, you're like, hey, you're not even fucking using Shador. He's a 5th round pick. Or here's a 4th round pick.
But I don't know if Shador and Mike McCarthy will work together.
Yeah, that is true.
That's going to be weird.
How long do you think Mike McCarthy's gonna last?
Oh,
in the
forever,
Steelers?
buddy.
Oh,
like,
I give
forever.
forever.
I give him
I give
like
like a year.
Yeah, I give him a year.
A year?
A
You,
year.
I
you
give him a
guys,
year.
If
You've
they're,
gone
if
through-
they're that bad,
You've
Guys,
gone
gotta
through
go.
3 fucking coaches in like your fucking
Wait,
history.
yeah,
Look,
how many?
if we're
And then
gonna
your
talk-
next coach is gonna last one fucking year.
Yeah, I don't care. It doesn't matter. If we're gonna talk about Make a Wish, this is Make a Wish Mike. He's literally getting his 1 year fucking
Nah.
circus. He's gonna on Pat McAfee every fucking
He's,
Monday morning
only
talking
way,
about the previous game.
Only way he's going out is if he's dead. I hate to break
No. I mean, imagine if the Browns had a
Guys,
better record than the Steelers.
Guys, the Steelers
exactly.
have had
Right.
3 head coaches in
That
their
is nice.
history of being a professional
But
franchise.
have they ever finished below the Browns?
They have never.
I'm
they've-
sure they have. I'm
No,
sure the Browns at some
no,
point had
I'll
a
get-
better record than them.
I don't think
I'll
so.
give you a stat right now. They've never lost the AFC North.
What?
Never. They founded the AFC North with these 4 teams in like the 80s, and like
You
1989.
guys are kind of fraudulent. You guys picked
In-
the 4 worst teams, and
in
we're like,
1989.
my division. This is my
we
division.
don't pick them. The NFL picks
This
them.
is my division.
Yeah.
I got Make-A-Wish 1, 2, 3, and 4.
They've
Come on.
never finished last in this division because they usually
Wait, it's all the teams that are like right around Pittsburgh.
the Steelers used to be in the AFC
It's not
Central.
like there's a team from like the West Coast.
Okay, so wait, what's the bet here? Okay, hold on. Let's just get to the part where we degenerately gamble. Okay, what's your guys? You guys saying 1 year?
Yeah, I'm gonna say Mike McCarthy's gonna be there for 1 year, and they're gonna get rid of him.
Okay, so this is
Fuck them.
all right. Here we go. This is how it happens. All right, if Mike McCarthy lasts longer than once, are you getting in on this 1 year thing?
I'm listening right now.
No, you gotta get in on
wants
it.
to
You
hear the
gotta
last.
believe. You gotta get in before we tell
I
you.
think,
we're on the
I
1
think he's
year.
getting at least 3.
Okay, no.
3 years?
Our line.
At
No,
least.
don't ruin our line. Our line is just 1. Our line's just 1. Over under 1. We get
Over under 1.
yeah. He's over the 1.
I'm over
Okay,
the 1.
so here's fun times. All right. So if he goes over 1 year, you will have to personally get it customized and rock a Mike McCarthy Pittsburgh Steelers jersey with the number 69
No, I'm not
and
doing that.
and wear it every recording.
No, I'm
And
not
if
doing that.
he lasts 1 year, Brendan and I will do it for the Cowboys jersey, and we will rock it every recording.
I'm not rocking that.
I'm not doing that.
I'm not rocking that.
I'm not.
No.
Hey,
doing that.
every
I'm not
recording.
rocking
I
a Mike
think
McCarthy Cowboys jersey.
I don't think I
Ah,
want to rock a
fucking
Mike
all.
McCarthy Steelers 16.
No, it would just
I'm
say
not
it
doing
wouldn't
that.
say Mike. It would just be a McCarthy 69. Or here, better yet, I'll say Waffle House.
I don't even think the
Waffle
system,
House 69.
Waffle House 69.
I don't even think the system would allow you to do that.
Why?
Yeah, it would.
What's
Oh, yeah.
wrong with
No,
Waffle
because
House?
it'd fucking throw up. It would just be disgusting.
Are you taking the bet?
I am not going to take your bet. No. I do think that he's only going to last a year. though.
What would you take? I need to
But-
make this a bet. This has to be tracked. Give me a counter bet. Give me a counter bet for this.
I don't know. I can't really think of a counter bet right now. I mean, like, who
If
the
you
fuck
get
wants
me
to-
that jersey and I just got to wear it at the podcast,
You just have to wear it here.
huh?
You just have to wear it here. It's not like,
If you get me the jersey, yeah.
I'm not getting you the jersey. You can pay for your jersey.
Yeah, that's the thing. I don't know.
You got to pay for that Waffle House jersey.
Who the hell's going to make a Waffle
this
House
is
69
gross.
Steelers jersey?
I
Okay.
don't know what's gross.
Okay,
That
all
or
right.
being a Colts fan.
All right,
Ugh.
here. This is or here. This is what we'll make it nice and easy. Okay, you just have to. You buy us a hat. There we go. If you last more than, we get to pick a hat, any hat.
Fine.
Yeah, team hat, NFL or college football, whatever.
Sure.
Okay, all right, best
Like,
bet.
I got to buy you a hat. He has to buy him a hat.
Yeah, kind of
Sure.
thing. Yeah. It's 2-on-2. So if he
Okay.
lasts less than a
All
year,
right.
if he gets fired from within 1 year of being hired,
Okay.
we will buy you each a hat.
Okay.
All right.
Sure.
There we go. We fucking
That's
did
more
it.
reasonable.
Use for others.
Because the McCarthy 69 is just nobody.
The
wants
look on
that.
your face, and I was like, it has to be a McCarthy 69. You're like, absolutely not. Nope, not today. Let's move on, fellas. Let's move on. We spent a lot of time on the Steelers there. I hope everybody that comments and says, you guys don't talk enough about the Steelers. There you go. There was your Steelers
Who the
segment.
fuck is saying that?
Nobody, because
We
we
talk about the Steelers
Nobody's
every
saying
week
that.
because Aaron Rodgers
Cowboys
has a sign.
Steelers. We talk about them so many fucking
No,
times.
people are
yeah.
actually the opposite. They're like, you know, there's other teams in the NFL, right? Yes.
Well, what are they saying?
Doesn't matter what they're saying. It's our fucking podcast.
I know, but I'm curious.
Are those
about
all
who
the
they
Colts
want us to
fans
talk
that
about.
you stopped talking about the Colts?
Yeah. Who do they want us to talk about?
I-
That's what I
Or the
want to
Jets?
know.
I will have to look into it.
Because if you want us to talk about the Ravens and the Eagles, you can go fuck yourself.
Yeah,
'cause
all right.
we ain't doing that.
But I'm not talking about the Colts either. I gave them a lot of fucking credit
Yeah.
last year, and they fucking shit the bed at a obscene rate. Okay, I guess we can talk about the Chargers. They're picking next. Cassius Howell, edge for Texas A&M. Led the SEC in sacks. Hand timed 4.49 at his pro day. Pure speed. Not a bad pick.
Not a bad pick for that Chargers
good.
defense.
Moving on, fellas. We have number 23, the shit-sipping Eagles taking Akeem Mesidor, of course. He's 25.
Yeah, that's kind of crazy.
He's gonna be ready to play week 1. He's old.
Yeah.
But
I
you know,
don't want to see him on the Eagles.
yeah, it's just another guy to pair on that defense. I really want Jalen Carter to get traded. Jalen Carter.
Yeah, you pair him with Jalen Carter.
hey,
That's actually
buddy,
good.
they disrespected you They were about to pawn you off for has-been Max Crosby.
Imagine Jalen Carter as a Cowboy now.
Hey, Jalen, come talk to us. We can make it happen.
With Dak.
You know what I also think is going to happen? This 23 is going to get moved with A.J. Brown.
Oh.
I think there's going to be a trade going around.
Oh.
Oh, with the Eagles moving up?
Yeah.
Okay.
Move up.
Oh,
Move
no.
A.J. Brown.
Ooh, I wonder
Move
what
number
team.
23.
Didn't they just get his best friend or something? I read. I really like to not read Eagles news, but it came up on my feed where it was like they signed
AJ Brown.
they signed AJ Brown's like best friend.
Someone that saved his life.
Yeah,
type of thing,
saved his life kind of vibe, and they signed him, and he's like this
I forgot what team they got.
journeyman wide receiver, and now he's apparently the
are they
AJ
trying
Brown
to do?
whisperer.
What are they trying to do?
Yeah, I read that story.
Isn't
too.
this the same team? What did they have in their locker room to fill up their
bunny.
positivity?
The
Bunnies.
bunny. Positivity bunny.
Brandon, we lived through a time where the Eagles put a positivity bunny in their locker room.
Is AJ Brown that?
I want to hear these fuckers talk. Eagles fans always talk about how tough they are. You all had a positivity bunny in your fucking locker room.
Is AJ Brown the receiver that used to read the book on the bench?
Yes,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah?
that is him. The very educated man, AJ Brown. Yep.
Maybe the book saved his life too.
You know what AJ Brown wasn't doing?
I thought that was Big Dom's job.
AJ Brown wasn't doing these kind of antics playing with Ryan Tannehill in Tennessee.
No,
So it just goes to show you
Yeah.
how fucking shitty it must be to play for Nick Sirianni and when play with Jalen Hurts.
Or how about when you're winning and you're just getting booed.
You're getting
You're
booed,
fucking winning and you're
Yeah.
getting booed.
Yeah.
Fucking idiots. All right, no more talking about the Eagles. Moving on, the Browns. This is a really good pick for the Browns. Considering they picked Carnell Tate, was it with the number
That's
6
two
pick?
solid picks for them.
They got Brandon Cisse.
That's a great pick.
For a cornerback from South Carolina. He's a tackling machine. 10'9" broad jump. Very nice. Very good. Very good one.
Do you see that pick going, or do you see like Ty Simpson going there? To Cleveland.
Oh my God! Could you imagine?
Another quarterback.
Could you
Fuck's
imagine?
sakes.
They just have like a
Fuck's
collection of
sakes.
them. They've collected them like little Pokemon.
I mean, you think the Browns are going to hit up both their draft picks in this draft?
Yeah, it is giving a lot of
Yeah.
credit to the Browns.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I
That's
don't
like,
think so.
yeah, you're honestly picking. That's pretty spot on. It's
Maybe,
like,
maybe they make the deal for the Eagles for AJ Brown.
oh,
Oh. AJ Brown on Cleveland.
Oh, fuck.
he,
That's
AJ Brown, Deshaun Watson. Oh,
yeah.
I mean, that's probably the Cleveland.
Quinshawn Judkins, and throw in a little Myles Garrett action.
Yeah.
It's just a bunch of freaking gooners.
Yeah, that's
They're all just,
I'm kind of surprised Myles Garrett is still on the Cleveland Browns.
well, it's just a bunch of fucking idiots drinking Cleveland tap water. Oh, it's fucking stupid Cleveland. Oh boy. No, they got to trade Myles Garrett though. They really do. If they could get 3, apparently they're gonna get 3 first-round picks from the Cowboys for Myles Garrett, and I'm like, yeah, right, okay.
Yeah, no.
Would you do that trade? The 2 picks from this year's draft and first next year.
Yes.
12,
For Myles
20,
Garrett?
12,
For Myles
20,
Garrett?
and,
And
First
and
year?
the first.
Yeah.
Well, you
For
bank
next
on
year?
picking 20 or higher
No.
then. So
Yeah.
like, yeah. Well, let's say it's a 22nd pick. No, let's
No.
go all the way. Let's say 28th. Let's say they make it into the playoffs and they win
You got to
around.
do that. Myles Garrett's a game changer.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, I do it. Honestly, at first I was like, no, that'd be crazy. But then I'm like,
actually, you know what?
I don't really
Yeah.
give a fuck about Jamal McCoy enough to be like,
Yeah,
you know
that's
what?
what I'm
Like, like, oh,
If
no,
you go
we-
based off this, yeah, I think I'd do it.
I would just, and I'd like make him give me like a 5th or 6th or something back so I get like something. But I would honestly, I don't care enough about this Emmanuel character. Sorry, buddy. And Jermon McCoy enough where I'm like, just give me Myles. I don't even know what they're going to get next year. So
Yeah.
just give me
Myles Garrett.
Give me Myles Garrett. I got Quinnen Williams.
Worry
Myles-
about the rest later.
Oh, that would be nice. You got Quinnen Williams, Myles Garrett. Now we can talk a little bit about like, oh boy, that'd be a fun time. Yeah, that'd be.
Still need a inside linebacker though.
We would, but then we would just have to figure that one out. But we could trade Pickens. Worst case,
There we go.
there it is. Dak is also a bachelor. He'll be slinging his dick around in every fucking nightclub on the road. It's gonna be fucking. We're going to the show. It's gonna be a great time. Sorry, Dakota, for speaking about you like that. I apologize.
But you got Cooper DeJean dating a Cowboys cheerleader.
Of course, he's infiltrating that idiot. I bet her name's Anna. Stupid whore. What? I was an actual person on the Cowboys cheerleading roster. No, what is no, actually. No, it's not like no, it's not what you guys are thinking. No, there's actually somebody guys.
No, I know.
No.
Cooper Jean is
No.
dating a Cowboys cheerleader.
And her name is Anna.
Wasn't he dating one of the Bella twins?
He was.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a bit of a
He's
whore,
going
that
on a
Cooper Jean.
Puka Nakua and him are going
Yeah, Anna Kate Sunvald. Finance girl, figuring out the corporate world. TCU alumni. As her bio. Shout out Anna.
There you
Yeah.
go.
Bam. Hey. It's all good. It's all good. Hey, it's all good. It's all good. Plenty of Annas out there. Not all of them are whores.
Moving on.
Moving on. Oh yeah, Bears. All right, Bears take Peter Woods, defensive tackle out of Clemson. This is boomer bust. He underperformed at Clemson, but he's got top 5 physical tools. He was a 5-star recruit who benched 500 pounds in high school. Just a
I mean, I think Clemson
Demon.
is, in general just shit the bed this last season because so many people
Yeah, they
had
did.
them
Klubnik
going to the
had a bad year.
season or going to the Natty. They had Klubnik winning the Heisman, and none of that happened.
was that shade at Joel Norris? Because Joel Norris came on our show and said both of those statements.
Well, not just him, but like, dude, there were so many people that were high on Clemson,
Yeah.
He has
and
a
they
point.
just
true.
shit the fucking bed. Well, fucking Dabo said, well, he was bragging that he was gonna lead them to a undefeated season, winning the Natty.
Wow.
And
Delusion,
then it fucking ended up being Indiana.
delusion's an art.
Week 1.
Delusion is an art. All right, moving on. Buffalo Bills, they take Omar Cooper Jr., wide receiver from Indiana, Mendoza's favorite target. He only had 3 drops, 94 targets in 2025. I like the pick. I mean, they have to pick a wide receiver, or I think the city might, riot. It's at that point right now. I feel like if they don't get Josh Allen some weapons, we might have ourselves a problem. Caleb Lomu goes to the 49ers, offensive tackle out of Utah.
That's a good pick.
Apparently Miller, he says he predicts San Francisco taking offensive tackle every year, and they never do. So maybe this is the year that, Shanahan finally pulls the trigger and gets an offensive tackle in there. And then the trend for offensive tackles continue. Blake Miller, 54 straight starts for Clemson, goes to the Texans.
That's what the Texans need.
And you kind of
Offensive line
see
help.
you see this story of two tales. Like you saw in the top of the first round, you saw a bunch of Ohio State. Now you see a bunch of Clemson. So now you get Avion Terrell going to the Chiefs.
The Chiefs.
Now the problem is Avion Terrell had his private pro day today, and he tweaked his hamstring injury. So I don't know if the Chiefs are going to take this risk, but Avion
great
Terrell
pick
at
for
it
him.
at
At
29,
that's-
it's like
Yeah.
you can do
This is a
worse.
guy that was going to go like top 20.
Exactly.
At one point, right?
Well, that's who initially I wanted at 20.
Yeah.
Speaking of another guy who's going to enjoy his time in Miami, the Hood jerseys are going to sell like fucking hotcakes. Colton Hood, cornerback from Tennessee, the press man specialist. He goes to the Dolphins at 30. I mean, that's the pick from Denver. That's a good pick.
I think it's a great pick at
Yep.
30. I think that's a great.
That's good
fucking
value
pick.
there. You can't hate that pick. Man, like this next pick, I hate it because if this player can use his frame, 6'6", 327 pounds, 5.0440. Caleb Banks going to the Patriots. He's a massive 6'6" nose tackle who moves like a defensive edge. He was the MVP of the Senior Bowl practices. So Caleb Banks goes to the Patriots, and the Super Bowl winning Seahawks take Keldrick Falk, edge from Auburn. He only had 2 sacks at Auburn, but his pressure rate was top 10 in the SEC. So he will be a bit of a project for the Seahawks. But hey, if there's a
That's the
coach that can
team
get
to
out,
go to.
there's a coach that can get stuff out of his players. It's that one in Seattle. Let's just wrap this up here, fellas. So, biggest deal of the first round.
I think that's got to be Sonny Styles at
Yeah.
10.
I think
agree.
so.
I think that's a steal.
Matthew, grade the Steelers pick. Give it a letter grade. Caden Proctor, offensive tackle, Alabama.
I'll give it a B.
Nice.
Nothing too fancy.
KK,
Nothing too great.
my resident Raiders and Lions pulse check. Raiders get Mendoza at 1, Lions get Freeling at 17. Are both fan bases happy heading out of the first round?
Yes.
Oh, very
Takes
nice.
both their knees away, quarterback and offensive help for the Lions.
Very nice. Now I'll go over the rest of the rounds, just some highlights. So the New York Jets take Ty Simpson with pick number 33. So the Jets pass on QB in round 1, but they grab him up in round 2.
That's a good pick.
Yeah.
That makes, I mean, they've got a, if they can come
They'll
out of
try.
if they can come out of the draft and they've got Jordan Tyson. Yeah, they had Jordan Tyson. They had Arvell Reese, and now you've got Ty Simpson.
That's pretty solid.
That's pretty tidy business considering Ty Simpson will not have to start for the start of the year.
The only thing is you're not gonna win many games this year. You're gonna suck. The quarterback class is deeper next year. Do you really want to waste that pick? Because if you take Ty Simpson this year, a quarterback's not in your plans next year. Or if your quarterback is in your plans next year, you just wasted the first pick in the second round this year. So I don't know. I don't know about that Ty Simpson pick
That
for the
seems
Jets.
a bit wasteful if you know how the Jets operated in the past, if you use their history as any sort of indication of how likely they are to make a sound decision. Raiders take Denzel Boston, pick number 36. So Mendoza gets his first weapon immediately. 6'4", 11 touchdowns in 2025 out of Washington.
Denzel Boston's a big target.
Yeah, you gotta get Mendoza something. Like you gotta get him you got Bowers there, but you also gotta get him a wide receiver that can move. Now I'm gonna hate this if this happens. I'm gonna absolutely fucking hate this. But the part of the Quinnen Williams trade, the New York Jets take Anthony Hill Jr., linebacker from Texas, using the Cowboys' second round pick.
See, you guys just ate all the Cowboys things in this draft.
Well, that's a really bad one.
Well, that one is just
Because it's like
That
that's
hurts.
a great player going to a
That hurts.
really
And that's a
shit
player
team.
that we fucking need. That's why I
Yeah,
said
that's a
in the
player they
second
need.
round with some of the value picks, we need an inside linebacker. And then just obviously being a Texas homer, fucking
That would be
pairing
beautiful.
him with Overshown.
yes.
Fuck yeah. But
Not
not on the Jets.
No. Detroit Lions, Malaki Lawrence, the edge from UCF. The edge rusher Detroit desperately needs beside Hutchinson, finally addressed in round 2. I really like that pick.
Yeah.
I think, like I said, there's going to be a lot. Friday is going to be a fun day for us because there's going to be a lot of great players being drafted on Friday. So it'll be a great time to be there in Pittsburgh and see it all happen. Steelers take Garrett Nussmeier, 53.
Yeah, I like that pick.
Not bad.
Yeah,
That's not a terrible pick. I feel like it's pretty good for the strategy of not reaching for that obvious Ty Simpson reach and going down and showing some patience. Hopefully you got an answer on Aaron Rodgers by then. It would be really funny if he made his announcement on stage.
Well, that's
could you imagine
too late.
he announces the pick and he's like, oh, by the way, I'm coming back. All right. Anyways, here's the pick.
Poor was it Nussmeier?
Yeah. Pick 61, LA Rams, Drew Allar.
That's a solid
Quarterback from Penn State. Stafford won MVP last year at 38. Rams draft his heir. I mean,
There was talk that they were interested in Ty Simpson as well.
yeah, they're going to be drafting a quarterback coming out of here, just knowing the amount of hits that Stafford takes and the
Well, the window's closing on
38.
Stafford as
yeah,
well.
you never
Yeah.
know. So
they got what, 2 more years?
oh yeah, I mean, who knows? Maybe he's on the Brady diet. Fellas, any parting words?
Well,
I mean,
as of ending the episode now, you have one day Aaron Rodgers.
you have one day.
Yeah.
Hopefully,
So
next podcast we have our next mock draft. The Cowboys are pretty happy.
No, we're gonna pick the
We're gonna
picks
do
for
our
the
own.
next one. We're
Yeah.
picking the picks.
We're doing our own.
I've seen
Not
enough of
picking
this.
Jamon McCoy.
Yeah.
Sorry. Not this year.
This not be happening this year.
Not this year.
And if I find out whoever you are who is dating Cooper DeJean that is employed by the Cowboys, now is the time to get stuff out. Find out their defensive playbook. You have been infiltrated. Get going.
The spy.
Put in the work.
Isn't that Anna's job now?
It is Anna's job. Anna's getting to work. The knees are scuffed. Anyways, fellas, we'll be back with another episode. I hope you guys enjoyed the degeneracy. If at any point you think that the degeneracy was so great that you want to write to us, redzoneblitzpod@gmail.com. Hit our line. If you don't follow us, Red Zone Blitz Podcast @gmail.com. Sorry. Red Zone Blitz Pod on X, Instagram, TikTok. Header line, give us a follow. We'll be bringing you guys some behind the scenes content from the draft. Almost there, fellas. We're almost at the draft.
So close.
Until next time, I'm your host G. Joined by
Brandon.
My name's Matthew. What's up?
And KK.
all right.
Oh, I said what's
Yeah,
up.
you said what's up? Yeah, well, what's up?
We're
is-
ending.
up.
We're
Outro.
ending.
Sorry, we're ending.
Outro.
Outro.
He's
Peace
used to
out, y'all.
he's used to
Jeez.
this music being where he starts to address Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah,
Yeah.
up is down, down is up, left
Yeah.
is right. Fuck. Come on,
Yeah.
Aaron, hurry up.
Okay, the Steelers fans crying all over the world. Love you guys. Talk to you later.